the dice. Prepare the snacks. Will there be safe passage or brutal attacks? The players come from everywhere on Lantern Noir. Elves, dwarves, giants, and dragons is what you are. So pull up a chair. Get ready for the next campaign. It'll be a hell of a lot more fun than sitting in the rain. For the next 5 hours, time is gonna move a lot faster. Thanks to your imagination and your fabulous dungeon master. Lantern Noir presents.
All right, we are back. It's a Sunday evening. That means we're playing some Dungeons and Dragons. Although, as of now, this group has yet to encounter either of them. As I don't believe you actually have delved yet into a proper dungeon, nor have you seen your first dragon.
I think in the castle we went into a dungeon, yeah?
Okay.
Like an actual
We
dungeon?
fought ratmen things. That counts.
That counts.
It's dungeon-esque.
Dungeon-esque.
Dungeon-esque, yeah.
Dungeon-esque. But as everybody can see, we are short one. The amazing Knebula of Knebula Gaming is still feeling a little bit under the weather, and so she's taking the night off. And the three of us are going to go off, and we're going to do our own thing. So now truly the training wheels are off. The paladin is not part of the party. Well, I mean, the paladin is.
Yeah.
But you know what we mean. So for those that pay attention to continuity and such, tonight's episode is going to be a very special episode. The kind you throw in mid-season. That doesn't really fit with the continuity of everything else, but somebody wanted to do an episode with claymation, so this is what they produced. Or, you know, they're all using Muppets. I've been watching a lot of Community lately.
It's what was on the cutting room floor. Like, we got all these montage moments.
Yes. The claymation Christmas episode still makes me kind of giggle. But so this storyline is going to take place between the last two stories. So it's before everyone's reached the town of Storm's End, and just after having fled the town with the banshees. So everyone's still 4th level. Everyone's been healed up to full hit points. And we're ready to start. Star, hey, thanks for coming by tonight. It's good to have you hanging out for our D&D game. I'll let everyone do a round of introductions as to who you are and a little bit about who you're playing tonight. We'll start with Adam.
Hey everybody, I'm Adam. I am playing the human fighter Dagon Bjorn. He is a barroom hero and a lover of Sophie's girls.
Oh, I'm up next? Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Asteki playing Sir Asteki, the human paladin. I got a cool raven buddy that freaks out Dagon from time to time.
Terrifying.
I'm Jeremy. I am playing Frederick the Dwarven Ranger, and we try not to hurt too many people on our way.
Yeah.
We don't try too hard, though.
We try not to hurt them. Now, if they die,
Yeah.
they're not
Shoot him in the
hurting.
leg.
I was trying to
Pain
pin her
is gone.
dress. Trying to pin her dress.
Yeah. Oh, there was a moment like that with my Wednesday night game, because I feel bad that my Wednesday players are all very, very new to D&D, and they have these. They know what they want to do, and it's epic. There was one spot where Linares is like, "Okay, can I like put 2 arrows on my bow and shoot one into that one and one into that one and pin them both to the wall?" And it was like, "Yes." In about 5 levels.
So yeah, lots of rest.
That'll.
Are they level 1?
Yeah, they're level 1. So, but I mean, I love that they're all thinking along like really cool, epic, dramatic lines. It's just, remember, you're not Jackie Chan yet. You're still, you know, oh, great. Ralph Macchio at the beginning of the movie. There we go. It was there. I wasn't fully locked in yet, though. Okay. So, any housekeeping we should do? Questions about timing before we get into the night's festivities?
Other than where we might be.
Okay.
A second here. Should I get good coverage there? All right.
Should I just long rest my character?
Yeah, you can long rest your characters to reset all your dailies
right.
and whatnots, so that you're all in on where you got to be. For my end, I have your hit points back to full, so that's working for you. Okay, and then
I'm the wet punching bag
come again.
with the 24 hit points. Without the wizard, I'm the weak, meek one.
I thought
Like
you'd
getting
be-
crushed by my plate mail or chain mail is just like too much. I can't stand up.
You're
You
the glory.
can't be.
You're the priest with a
Right?
bigger sword.
If they get through the can, the meat's not that great. You just got to keep the can up, you know? Azteki the spam knight.
Brought to you by Spam. Gonna get on the shield.
Okay, I'm gonna move that there and then
Sir Knight? No, I am not a sir. I am a Spam Knight.
spam night. Not everyone gets to start the game as Jackie Chan. You have to work your way up.
I don't know, those monks with high rolls feels like you're playing Jackie Chan.
This is not wrong. A high-level monk will feel that way. But again,
High level monk is like a Super Saiyan. They're freaking ridiculous.
it's not that much. I looked up because the adept has monk-like abilities, and like deflect arrows sounds really good, except like you cancel 1d6 plus 3 damage.
Oh, it's not as good as it used to be.
I don't know. Well, that's what it is on the stat block
It
for the
used to
monsters.
be-
I'll have to look to see what it is for the PCs. But I'm like, crap. Like, Frederick is doing 20-some damage with a single arrow. There's no, like, canceling that with a d6 plus 2.
Well, it's like stopping me from hitting her in the heart and taking it to the shoulder.
This is true. This is true. But I think it takes a bonus action, too. So it's not like something she can do against every hit.
I mean, I only get one a turn, so
Yeah, it's true.
I'd be like, oh my god, such a Jedi. Do I really want to keep shooting her with arrows?
I don't like their key point system because at high levels it just breaks down the class because it's like, oh, well, it takes 1 or 2 key points for me to do something totally epic. Should I spend these? Well, let's see. I have 26 of them, so yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to do that every round.
And then, yeah, but in the beginning it feels terrible. Like, I don't know when this.
Yeah, they start a little slow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
everybody does. It's D&D.
I've got like 5 or 6 more years before I have to worry about that. I don't have anyone play monks right now. And my last monk I DM'd was in my after school campaign with the kids, and he was the one that came in with all 17s and 18s. So,
Well, you picked the right class.
yeah, and then he took the bird people, so he had like a 23 dexterity, and it was just
Ooh,
it was
no.
yeah, it was just disgusting to watch him in action. Okay, speaking of setting the stage, you have left the last town that you were in, the name of which I actually have somewhere handy. I should look it up because it would be relevant. That's this campaign. As I open up all my different things here, I have notes too. Ernestmore, that was it. Ernstmore. You're on the trail, you believe, of the middle daughter, Liesel Chardonova, who fled. And you're fairly confident you were gaining on her when Samar began to review the notes she had gathered. Samar strongly desired to stay and study and make use of the notes recovered from the castle as you left, swearing she'd be a more powerful sorceress if she had a chance to review them. Thus, you broke the cardinal rule and you split the party. She stayed behind in a tavern you'd found that had agreed to let her use the back 9 for spell casting, and you continued on what you thought was the trail. The road you follow enters into a forest, and then out into a series of plains, and then back into another forest, and you're beginning to lose confidence that you have kept with the actual horse that you were following, and that you have perhaps stumbled onto a different set of tracks. It is becoming late in the afternoon, and you're beginning to contemplate perhaps returning to the inn before dark. The trees will open up. You can see the end of the forest ahead of you on the road, and at the top of a small rise, you can make out a manor house that once stood mightily over a fairly wide estate. It's probably a good half mile off. Over by the trees near where the forest ends and the clearing begins, you see two small children cowering behind one of the trees, keeping themselves as hidden from the road as best they can, but not being highly effective.
They're cowering, like they're scared of something?
Yes, something definitely has them scared.
Are we in control now? I wasn't sure if we were still in cutscene mode.
Nope, cutscene's over. The camera has panned back, and now the PCs have control.
I feel like Frederick just lagged out there and he rubber bands back into place.
Yes.
Let's go
Oh,
talk
hey,
to the
guys.
kids, right?
Yeah, let's see what they're
Yeah, we can't just leave them out here.
So I guess, what are you guys gonna just say hi to the kids? Should I say hi to the kids? What's the plan here?
I will. We're on foot, right? Or did
Yeah.
we get horses at that town? I can't recall.
Not unless we stole some. I don't remember stealing.
That doesn't mean you didn't steal them.
Yeah, I'll,
50-50, right? I didn't steal them. I didn't like that family, so
I'll like casually walk up right next to where the kids are and pretend like I don't see them,
Okay.
and then I'll be like, "Oh, hey, I didn't see you there."
The taller of the two kids, as you're trying to keep your distance without looking like you're keeping your distance, does see you approach and kind of moves her younger brother around the tree away from the road to try to keep sheltered from you as you approach. She is trying to kind of keep a low profile as best she can. So when you speak to her, she jumps a bit, thinking perhaps she had successfully hidden them. And she looks up.
Yeah, I'll say, "Hey, no, nothing to worry about. Are we hiding?" And I'll get in and I'll hide with them.
That's cute.
As you start to clamber into like off the path as best you can and down into the dirt and the mud, the kids scramble away from you at first. With the smaller boy hiding behind his older sister. She looks maybe 11. No way she's older than 12. Her younger brother's probably 6 and is clutching a large stuffed bear that he's holding to his chest. And he's the first to speak and just says, "But I want to go home." And the girl turns to him and kind of shushes. No, we have to keep going. We can't go home.
You have problems at home?
And the boy says first, "No, it's safe at home." And the girl immediately casts a glance over her shoulders. "No, it's not. There's a monster in the basement. It's not safe. We need to keep going."
and I'm gonna have finally walked up with my stubby legs. There's a monster in your home and it's not safe?
There's a monster in the basement. It's down in the cellars. It's been there forever, and it's just not safe anymore. We have to go. We can make it to the town.
But we hunt monsters. Maybe we could get rid of it for you.
The boy perked. See, we can go home. It'll be safe. They'll take care of it.
It is
Where's
kind of
your
what we
parents?
What's that?
That's also a fair question.
Oh, the boy looks up at his sister and she looks up. They're in the house still. But it's not safe for us in the house. You'll really come take care of it? Clear out the cellar?
Is it not dangerous for your parents?
They won't leave. They don't think it's serious. But I've
It's
seen
been
it.
there forever, though?
As long
Like,
as
you remember?
as long as I remember. And the little boy goes,
So
as long as I've been alive.
what does it look like? You said you've seen it.
The girl is the one that answers that. It's mostly shadows. I can hear it scraping and moving and howling, but I've never really seen it. But I know it's there, and I know it's very dangerous. I think maybe you should just escort us back to the tavern. The inn.
I mean, the tavern is really far away from here.
Which is where we should be with that monster in the cellar.
But what if we take care of it and you go back home to your parents?
Okay, yeah, well, yes, that would be that would be absolutely preferable, but
And then if we can't, then we're going to have to go back to the tavern anyway. You can come with us then. That sound like a good idea?
the boy is the one that starts tugging at his sister's arm. Please, I want to go home.
24/7 pet helpline provided to you by Pets Best. My name is Jennifer.
And she seems unconvinced for a bit still.
Learn about your pet today?
Do you want to roll me a persuasion?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I could take on this monster.
With a big old 5.
You know, I am not
I'm gonna,
able to answer that
I know it's not like something that is
question. I actually don't have
really
an
obvious as an undead, but I'm going to see if I can figure out maybe what it is from what she said. Maybe at least narrow it down a little bit.
She has not given you anything approach. I mean, big, shadowy, howls a lot. That kind of covers everything
Stays
in
in
the
the
monster's
basement.
manual.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's probably not, giant spider.
The
Giant
kids are
spider.
just scared in the basement. Let's take them home to their parents. I think you guys are just overthinking this.
Think about the last 2 manor houses we've been inside.
I know.
Just like in recent recollection.
I know, but what are the odds that we would stop chasing banshees, find some kids, bring them home, and find more monsters? Like, that just won't happen. Let's take the kids home, check in with the parents, and then we'll go meet up with Samara at the inn. Problem solved. It's a good way to end the day. And we did our good deed, which gets me another little badge for my paladins, badge collection.
Badge are you trying to get? He helps 2 little kids and ignore a monster in their basement badge?
Yes. Very oddly specific, but it is a first-year badge. And I'm working on it, okay?
Oh, we're pretty new at this. That's true. This
we,
is why
we
my
certainly can't
perception's
leave these
so
kids
bad.
out here.
Because I'm sitting here like, yeah, we're
Yes.
really good at this. Yeah.
I already have my leave the kids in the middle of the road badge.
Right. Yeah. When did we do that?
Okay, so the boy definitely is excited after Asteki's speech to show you the house. And he actually pulls himself away from his sister's arm and starts to, runs up to Asteki and puts his hand inside his and starts to lead him up the road towards the manor. The older sister is still hanging back. It almost seems torn with the possibility of simply leaving her brother with you and heading off the road on her own.
I'm gonna say to her, listen here. You got family. You only get one. That's all you're ever gonna get. And you can't just walk away from that, man. Come on with us. We're gonna go to the house. We'll take care of this shadow thing, and yeah, you get to keep that. Worst case scenario, we go there, we all die, you can run away again, you're right back where you started. No loss.
Heartwarming. How about I ask Steve to come over? See, Steve,
Raven
and the
lands
bird
on your
comes
shoulder.
over. Maybe the
and-
bird can entice her. See, we got a bird. The
That's
bird
ingenious.
can keep
Actually,
the monsters
ingenious.
away.
She
You
actually
keep that thing away from her.
Come on, it's just Steve. Come on.
She
Steve's a
seems
good bird.
genuinely intrigued by the fact that you have a raven companion.
Kids love pets.
And she falls in on your other, she jogs up on your other side and walks with you, with her brother kind of pulling at your right, and she's on your left.
Oh,
I've always learned, that ravens are bearers of good omen. And the little boy picks up. I heard that they carry the souls of the dead to bring messages.
I knew there was something I didn't like about that bird.
Probably a little of both.
As you approach the house, it was once a great manor. As you work your way along the path that leads up to it, it's mostly overgrown. You can make out a few things that may have once been a polished cobblestone road that over the last several decades has degraded into just overgrown rocks. You can make out what once perhaps was a stone fence marking off a large garden and farming area, and a rotted pile of wood that was probably at one time a storage shed or outbuilding sits off past the manor itself. The manor stands 2 stories with vaulted gothic roof with the metal widow's walk lining the top of it. A grand front porch where you could easily entertain 10 to 15 people stands in front of it with an awning that's connected to the building itself, and a large set of double doors mark the main entrance to the home.
So the
What is
grounds don't look like they're in great condition, but the home itself looks okay.
The home has seen better days. You can make out some holes in the wood where birds have burrowed in looking for various bugs and treats. About a third of the shingles have fallen off the roof, and there's definite signs of rust on any metalwork. One of the downspouts has fallen away from the house and looks like it's half buried in the grass.
Geesh, when did you guys fire your groundskeeper?
Okay, good. And what's your zip code, please?
The girl kind of shrugs.
All right, and I will send
I don't keep track of those things.
you could give me an email address to send that to.
Those are for the adults.
Yeah, we should probably talk to the adults.
As you approach the front porch, the kids both stop at the steps. So and the girl actually puts her hand on comes around, puts her hand on her brother's shoulder. We're not going in until we know it's safe.
And how old is he?
Sounds fair.
3 months? All right. And I
Okay.
Just go knock on the door.
Yeah,
The door?
What's your parents' names, kid?
All right. And what kind of dog is he? Oh, I love them. They're so adorable.
Mommy and Daddy?
They're so sweet.
All right, let's go say hi to mommy and daddy, guys.
Sometimes. Oh, well.
Okay. You wrap your knuckles on the door, and it swings open slightly. The latch had not been fully set previously, and a grand foyer awaits you.
How's it look on the inside?
About the
Like
same
equally
as the
dilapidated?
out. Yeah, the chandelier over the main foyer is dusty, overwhelmed with cobwebs. There's dirt and junk in all the corners as you kind of glance around. The windows are caked over with dirt and dust so there isn't a lot of natural light, even though it's late in the day and the sun should be, well, there's not a lot of sun anyways.
Wouldn't be anyway.
That's not an issue. You'll probably want some kind of lantern or torch as you go in.
Are you kids sure that you live here?
Yeah, this is weird.
I'm gonna say hello. I'm looking for mommy and daddy. Hello.
Feeling fine otherwise.
You can hear your voice echoing throughout the house,
Okay.
and there is no significant response.
I'm gonna lean over to Dagan. You think these kids are really kids?
Has he had anything
I'm kind of thinking that maybe this shadow creature got mommy and daddy already.
switched his food
I guess that's possible as well.
or has he gotten into the garbage? Okay.
Have we all entered, or is anyone hanging out with the kids?
Yeah, we just tell the kids to wait there. We'll be right back.
And Asteki strides in.
That's what I'm about. Because this looks safe.
What?
This seems fairly normal, right?
What's Asteki's wisdom again? I feel like you're. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll give the kids some like jerky or something for my rations and be like, yeah, we'll be right back. We'll let you know when it's all clear.
The kids, the older girl takes her jerky and holds it in her hand, watches you as you go up, and as you step through the door, as the last one to enter, you glance over your shoulder to be sure the kids are good, and you watch as the jerky you handed her just sort of falls through her hand into the dirt at her feet, as the two kids slowly phase out of existence. The doors slam shut, and you swear that where the doors were seals over with wood paneling, and the grand staircase moves to wrap around to cover the wall where the door once was, leaving you now in a staircase room with no exit to the outside.
All right, I say we find mommy and
Figures.
daddy.
That was a perfectly good piece of jerky. I mean, come on.
You know, those kids have
Jerky!
no understanding of value. They just threw your jerky on the ground. It's just rude.
That's why we're the
was like a
spam knights,
whole-
not the
a
jerky
whole,
knights.
Piece, like a whole copper piece worth of dried meat on the floor out there.
Guess what? Those like ghost babies or something? I mean, come on, Aztec. Didn't Steve tell you these kind of things?
I didn't say anything to me. He wanted me to get that merit badge.
Clearly.
We're gonna have to have a little heart-to-heart after this.
We're gonna have to talk for demand.
Yep.
Except for, he's not really a bird. He's like a spirit thing.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, like the stairway like moved so that the stairs are now the wall that the door once was.
Yes, well, if you were looking in and the stairs were over here on your right side, the stairs now extend down and curve around the wall behind you where the door was. So the room would look like a perfectly normal room where you would go to a sitting room on your left, or deeper into the mansion in front of you, or up the round staircase to the upper floor. What
All
you
right, now I
don't have the
gotta-
option of doing is going out the door to the outside.
Now I gotta make fun of Azteki a little bit.
Can I
Sorry,
bang
yeah.
on where the door was in feudal rage, just for fun?
Absolutely.
So yeah,
That's what I'm
what
gonna
are the chances? What are the chances there would be another monster in this house?
See, doesn't that make the antagonizing that much better? Knowing that I'm banging on the door while you're giving me stars.
There's no door. It's just wall. Come
I'll
on,
bang
man.
on where the door should be. I feel better now.
All right. Is there like a coat room here? Like it would, and you go in the staircase there are coats, or is it?
Yes, underneath the staircase there is a passage that can be opened that opens up into not really a mud room, but definitely a coat room. As
Are
you
there any coats that we could take and put on out of disrespect for the house? Throw a hat on. Like, I'll take that. I'll wear this hat inside. We put an extra.
Any old like cool Victorian hats?
Yeah.
Sadly, no. Most of what you find is rotted or moth-eaten, coated in dirt, dust, and cobwebs, untouched for quite some time, it would seem.
Yeah, this piece ain't so bad. Just start brushing it off, and it disintegrates in my hand. Well, so much for that.
Look, a hat, boom, and then the rim falls down. And
This is the worst haunted house I've ever seen.
you can hear as you begin to kind of rummage around. You can hear something of wind in the sitting room off the foyer, and you can every so often you swear you hear knocking from up the stairs.
Roy, what do you think? Upstairs or foyer first?
We should split up and check them at the same time.
Well, that sounds like a really good idea. Well, so the issue is though, we only have 3 people, so we can't make it even. Unless you want to count you and Steve as one group, then we could go the other way.
No, we definitely are not splitting up. I'm
You
fine
wanna
with
check
either
out-
going upstairs or checking out, going downwind.
Yeah, you want to check out the knocking first?
I,
Then work
I
our way
would go
down.
with knocking before wind.
Sounds good. Let's go up the stairs.
Plus, we could get the high ground.
Exactly. From Star Wars is
Can we
subbing
see in here, or should I light a torch up?
It'll be easier to see if you have a lantern of some kind, or a lamp, or a torch.
All right, I don't think I have a lamp. I'll light a torch up.
Okay, that's reasonable, and you've been in enough places. You're not going to accidentally like light up curtains or something.
Who said anything about accidental?
Well-
Maybe we'll get.
As a general rule, before you burn down a building, you want to actually have a sense for how you're going to get out of said burning building.
Well, I mean that's one way to look at it.
Solves the problem.
You said
What
the
do we
other
think?
noise is coming from the room right off the foyer that we're in. I'll just kind of like peek my head through that doorway and like put the torch in and see if I see anything in there. I mean, it's right here. You might as well at least peek before we go up.
As you glance in there, you can see what appears to be the visage of a woman organizing books. It's a massive library that's off this foyer, probably the size of some small cottages, with books that go up 15 feet. There's a fireplace on the far wall that is cold and dark, and a grand table with several chairs around it, as well as several pairs of chairs with a reading table between them set up around the room. And the spiritual body is picking up and reshelving books as you glance in.
I've seen this movie. We leave the librarian alone.
Tomorrow's gonna be sad. She
What's
needs
the plan? Get her?
I mean, didn't we just say that was gonna be our plan from now on? Like we literally said that.
Get her.
Get her,
Get her,
Mom.
Ray. It's the best you got.
As you're debating this, the ghost turns and sees you, and immediately snaps her fingers angrily and points to the stack of books near the door.
I'll play these books. I will take the books over to her. Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
And we're gonna use our indoor voices.
Yes.
As books are brought over where she is, she begins to shelve them. What's striking, though, is as she picks up a book, she doesn't actually physically move the book itself. She grabs a spiritual copy of it and puts it on the shelf, and kind of ends up locked in these animations where she keeps grabbing a ghostly book from the top of the same stack over and over again, and really only reacts when one of you needs something to do. And within a few moments, she has all three of you, if you're willing to comply, basically shuffling stacks of books around the library.
What kind of books are these?
Yeah, that's a good question.
A collection of different works. Some of them are treatises on plants. There are several books on maintaining gardens. There's a book on books on warfare and tactics. There's at least a couple of books on military history. There are various fictions. There's a book called The Tale of a Corkscrew that
I want to read that one.
at glance seems entertaining. Hang on, I actually can tell you how it begins.
Oh, what?
I think.
So
All of a
as
sudden, this
she's
is Skyrim, and we can read all these books.
So
You
as
can.
she's putting in the ghost books, I want to actually be putting the real books up, so that they're actually disappearing, and she can't keep taking them off the stack, but also not taking them away before she's taking the book.
I did not understand what you were intending there.
So she wants to put away the same book over and over again,
Mhm.
but I'm going to actually put away the book as well. But if she takes the book, I'll then
Oh,
take
okay.
the same, put it up, and that way, eventually, the books will be not in my hand anymore.
The challenge of that is the place where she's putting the book has a book physically in it already. So she's just moving. She's just
Nothing.
moving nothing.
I'm gonna try to like touch her, like pass my hand through.
She definitely is not fully present, but as you pass your hand through her, she turns rapidly and gives you a very disapproving look.
What did I tell you?
Sorry, mommy.
Yeah, what did I tell you about touching people without asking first?
I
Like,
mean,
this is
she's
not
a ghost.
appropriate
Is she
behavior.
people?
That's a fair question. I don't know.
Thinking, like if we piss off the librarian and things, push comes to shove, I just need to make sure I can push her, Gotta make sure I can shove her.
We didn't bring our magic lantern, nor our person who can activate it, so probably not.
That's a good point. After a while, the spirit stops with the orders, and you hear for the first time an old ghastly voice. Enough work. It is time for your studies. Find your books and take your seats at the table.
Which books are we studying?
The books you're studying,
Yeah, which ones are they?
where we left off yesterday.
I forgot. I'm a bad student. I'm sorry.
Well, that escalated quickly.
If I'm a bad student, that means you're a bad teacher. Yeah.
The book from yesterday. I don't remember much of yesterday. I'm sorry. I expected she would just get angry at me and hit me with a ghost ruler at this point. So we're on a good
ruler.
track.
Ghost spanking.
Yep, that's what's going to happen. She appears to take on an actual more physical quality as she grows in size and energy. And
Ghost teacher mad.
several stacks of books soar up into the air of the library. As she more or less screams, "Then you shall be punished."
We just put those books away, lady. This is crazy.
Before
Yeah,
we
this
start
is
class, can I
counterproductive.
use the
It's out.
bathroom?
I'm gonna pass. I'm not
I
feeling
hate
well.
all of you. I'm just saying.
I'm on my cell phone. I'm on my cell phone.
I like silly side quests Sunday. That's what we're calling this. It's a fish. Nothing's going to be taken seriously tonight.
I'm picking that vibe up. I am
You just got to roll with it sometimes.
picking up that vibe. That's okay. That's okay. You've truly embraced the Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray feel. I'm down with this. Speaking of which, can we roll for initiative?
Yes.
Let's see if all my buttons are working today.
I did not roll very well, but it's because she's probably mad at me, and I'm a little bit shocked. I just wanted her to tell me which book to get. I mean, like, seriously.
I was expecting one of you to like say, all right, I'm done moving books around randomly. I didn't think you would actually keep moving books around randomly.
I was waiting for my opportunity to ask to use the bathroom.
I mean, I'm like, yeah, I mean, she doesn't seem very bad. She just wants to put books away. So what? We can put some books away.
I was about to start throwing books on the ground and being like, "Hey, you missed one. Hey, get that one."
Okay.
Well, when he said that when she was putting the books away, it was the same book. I was going to be like, and then I'll throw that one, and then I throw that one. You never got the opportunity.
Okay, the first book, swarm of books, is going to come soaring in, and it's going to slam into the mouthy one, which would be the dwarf,
I'm the mouthy one.
and is ineffective as the swarm of books sort of like soars down from the ceiling and just encompasses Frederick as he puts his arms up and kind of blocks him around his head, and then they swarm back off again in another direction. That then falls.
Guys, this is the worst book fair I've ever been to in my life.
Falls to Asteki next.
Oh, I'm going to go. Do we have a board? No. All right. So we're just in a room, and I can freely do what I want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and go after the poltergeist.
Just go straight after her.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna smack her with a flail. See if that works.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
It could go right through her. I don't know. Seems like I'm gonna be the one that figures out whether we can hit her or not.
Right.
How do you do? 19. That's going to definitely hit. That'll do damage.
All right.
It more or less does pass through, but it definitely is disrupting her connection. So instead of just like, usually you hit and you keep going and you see as the flail ball kind of impacts and rips around a body, the flail ball passes through, but it leaves behind a trail of ectoplasm as it goes.
Ew.
What you gonna do?
Well, I like that picture from the animated books.
We gotta fight.
Ain't that neat? Okay, that then falls to Dagon.
Dagan, you ever read Fahrenheit 451?
Dude, you know I can't read. I can burn though.
Kill that.
I got that reference.
I am going to. It's like the books are like fluttering above us, right?
Yeah, there's 3 swarms of them.
What could be better than a swarm of books that are sentient and want to kill you? A burning swarm of books that's sentient and wants to kill you.
I am going to toss the torch into the. You said there's a fireplace, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to toss it into the fireplace so we don't burn to death.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take out my 2 long swords and say, Asteki, let's show this girl how it's done.
I was totally like not opposed to you actually burning the books. I thought that would be really cool. It's okay if it hurts sometimes.
You got an action eventually.
Yeah, I guess I can go pick it back
up
up,
something out of the
burn
fireplace.
the books.
The second one will hit. The first did not. Okay.
10 damage.
And again, similar, she spins and continues to backpedal from the attacks, kind of roaring out as more of the spiritual essence is being hacked away by your actions. In response, one of the swarms is going to come down to her defense and attack the last one to get her, which would be Dagon. Wow. I'm rolling for crap tonight. And the other swarm is also going to come in on Dagon, who used to be my target of choice and has since upped his armor class. All right. Now she gets an action. I didn't actually give her a picture. I feel like I failed somewhere.
She's not librarian enough for me.
Yeah.
She does look like a creepy spirit monster, though. I don't
You actually.
feel as bad for her anymore. Let's kill her.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Yep, that looks about right. Dagon, I need you to give me a note. Asteki, I need you to give me a strength check.
Can do.
Seriously?
Not feeling that strong.
Ooh. That's not good.
It's all that banging on the door that wasn't a door anymore.
Yeah, walls don't feel good to punch, do they?
You keep it your 9, you're going to burn a reroll on it.
Was that like use the reroll or is
Nope,
that was
that's
save
just
the
double
reroll?
checking. Now I'll go easy.
Oh,
on
I'm
you.
like, do whatever you want.
I'll go
Yeah.
easy on you. Her attack didn't work.
Oh, okay. So
That-
then don't.
That
Oh no!
sucked.
So even though I failed the save, she failed the roll.
Yeah, you won in the roll off.
Oh okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was really annoying actually. I'm rolling for crap over here. Frederick's up.
All right, I'm gonna
I might have to start giving my monsters advantage just to make this interesting.
just. You have advantage. Why? You're illiterate. Oh no!
The rules say what I say they do.
Oh,
You'll
no.
never know the difference.
This book is the monster manual. Look out! I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna run over and grab the torch and then hit her with the torch.
Okay. A little improvised weapon fun.
Yeah. What should I roll? One might say I'm hot for teacher.
Yep. Wow. Wow. It's an improvised weapon, so I guess a basic attack roll plus proficiency.
Sounds good. Awesome. What do we
Wow.
want for damage? I get my Colossus Slayer.
D6 is fine.
D6. Wow, great. Fire!
Okay. She howls and all but disappears.
Do the books keep flapping around?
Oh yeah.
She's not gone yet, so
I said all but. As she blinks out of space. But
she
she's
did disappear.
definitely, yes, she's definitely still there. She's just not easily seen. Swarm of it. Okay, so this swarm is going to come in. It's going to go after the last person to attack. That's going to be Frederick. Wow, it actually has managed to hit.
Nice. Can I hold,
We're cheering for the bad guys. Just to
can I
make it
hold up
interesting.
my torch in defense? Maybe one of the books will hit it.
As a swarm in, doing a whopping 4 damage.
I'm carrying fire. Why would they choose me? This is bad for them.
Because they're mad at you. Asteki's up. You have a rough idea of where she might have disappeared to, as you can still sense her presence. But as far as like actual location, you're literally just taking a shot in the dark.
I will take a shot in the dark.
Okay, roll an attack twice. As you make a good guess as to where you think she's disappeared to.
All right, action.
Guys, I think I found the book I'm supposed to be studying.
What's that?
Well, usually we hit the books, but this time the books hit me.
Okay, roll again because you're rolling with disadvantage.
I did roll twice. I
Oh, you
think I
did?
did a 17 and
Oh.
a 10.
Oh wow, and you still managed to hit.
All right, so I roll damage.
I hate you a little bit. Yep. Okay. You lash out into space and feel the flail connect with something.
Nice. Woo!
Dagon's up.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what he just did and be like, oh, so yeah, choppy choppy,
Yeah, there's some ectoplasm flying out into
flail
space over
about
there.
wildly.
All right, so the first attack is a 9. I don't think you need to roll your second attack. Wow, you did worse. I'm a little impressed.
There you go.
Ah,
There you go.
That's a good pair. 17 will hit.
All right, chipping away at her.
All right. The first swarm of books is going to come soaring down on. Well, let's see. Last person to hit her would be Dagon. Nope. The other swarm of books is going to go after Asteki and connect for 6.
Does that count the 3 DR that I have?
That does not count the 3 DR that you have.
Okay. I'd like that to count.
All right, I'll put that up there so I remember DR3. I always forget to add that tag when I switch over between things.
The can keeps it fresh. That's why it's important.
It is.
I gotta remind everyone. I picked the -3 damage because I'm so weak.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that's gonna keep me alive.
Yeah, your AC and your damage protection are really, really useful.
Well, the AC mostly keeps you alive, but all right, let's see here. I think we're gonna try this again. Yep. All right, Dagon. Actually, no. Yeah, let's go. We'll go back to Asteki. Give me that strength check.
All right, here we go.
She's picking on you.
I'm stronger than before. Is it enough?
Hey.
Stronger than yesterday.
Gosh darn it! You can feel the presence wrapping a massive hand around you and attempting to throw you into Dagon. And you just plant your feet and like, nope, not today. This would be a really impressive fight if I could actually roll worth a darn.
All right, I'm going to see him react to the thing trying to grab him, and I'm going to swing where that is.
Okay. Seems reasonable.
Ooh, that's too bad.
That would have been awesome if you weren't rolling with disadvantage.
I know. Well, I wouldn't have rolled that one. Right?
What?
I wouldn't have rolled that one if I was rolling at disadvantage because it was the second one.
I don't follow.
Because you had to roll twice.
I had to roll twice, so I rolled
Yeah.
an 11 and a 24, so I wouldn't have rolled the second.
Right. Oh,
That's wrong. Don't look at that because I rolled my short sword damage, which has a +2 to it. Just ignore it.
yeah. Well, I mean, with 11, you missed anyways. So
Oh, an 11 missed. Okay.
yeah, 11 missed. That's the real downside. You just missed.
No, that's fine.
Excuse me.
I'm going to take a free action, or do they have free actions anymore
Yeah.
to drop stuff? Can I drop the torch on a pile of books?
Sure.
Whoops. Butterfinger's over here.
Okay. They land in the smoldering mess that are old, ancient, mildewy books.
Hey man, we tried to make Molotov cocktails out of wine.
Fair enough.
Trying to burn old books is kind of par for the course.
The books are burning. Not really. They're kind of more smoldering.
I was trying.
And for your efforts, You take 8 damage as one of the swarms just wraps itself around you and just batters you. Batters.
It's the
Guys,
school
you
of
Get for
hard
burning their
knocks.
friends.
This is a really, really bad book series. It just keeps going on and on. I wish they would just end it. They could have done this in 3. This is ridiculous.
Now, for what it's worth, the attack action on the Swarm of Animated Books is actually called the Book Club.
Yes.
This new counter was meant to be silly.
Yes. Death by paper cuts.
Yeah, the books are... Well, the books, he's trying to burn the books. I think, Asteki, you're up.
At least
All
they've
right,
got
I'm
some
gonna
solid
keep-
spine.
Swinging. Because I'm connecting. I'm going to keep swinging.
Right. Like, like if you pick up a book and then you have to keep reading and the ending
Nope.
wasn't good, so you take 8 damage.
No, but that 6 undoes it. It's hard to hit what you can't see.
Oh, it landed on the 1. I didn't know if it was the 1 or the 13 because it ended up in the corner of the thing.
Yeah, you rolled a
Okay,
6
yep.
and a 17.
I whiff.
Yep, she's not there. Dagon?
I will swing somewhere else.
That didn't work. All right, how about over here? Over
Yeah,
here.
just like- Stab her head in place.
We must have both gotten
Nope.
the same record.
Nope.
Sorry.
He did say he was going to give himself advantage. to
Whiff
make his-
fest.
Oh, that's the first one whiffs. The second one... Oh, wait.
I wasted
Also
a
whiffs.
crit too.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
Going on. All right. Well, I'm glad that you are.
Let's see. So a swarm decides it's going to thank you for your efforts.
Just
And
step away
fail.
1 second. I'll be right back.
Yep. Another one's going to go after Asteki and fail. And that then takes us to Swarm of Books, the Poltergeist. All right. Roll that strength check.
For me again?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for God's sakes. Well, you can brag later that you completely managed to like stymie a poltergeist and keep it from doing anything except bleeding ghost snot on you.
I'll take it.
Frederick's up.
All right. The books have made me mad, so I'm going to go dual short swords on Ghost Mama.
Ooh. That'll hit.
Yeah. Roll the damage, please. Thank you.
All the damage. All the damage. 5.
Yeah. It's not great.
Doesn't have to be. Because that's that.
Okay. Now, do the books stop, or do I take my second attack against the books?
The books all drop to the ground.
Sweet.
Good call.
Hi, this is Jennifer calling from the West.
School's out. Yeah!
Forever.
Yeah. As you dispatch the spectral tutor, the books drop to the ground, most of which like half crumble into dust when they do impact, leaving you in a darkened library with a small smoldering fire in the fireplace and a small smoldering fire of books in the corner.
Looks like that librarian just checked out. I'll pick up the torch and hand it back to Dagan. And stomp out the fire.
Fair enough. I want to be.
I love
I gotta
it.
go grab something really quick. Give me 10 seconds.
Hey, the only way to get better at puns is to, do them. Unfortunately for you guys, you have to withstand my punishment.
It's unbelievable.
The punches just keep on coming.
Wow, Dagan quits the team.
just take an axe to where the wall was. It's just, I'm out.
Just bust a hole in the side. It's like, you know what? Screw you guys. I can't do this anymore.
Did I miss puns?
Yeah, up to you.
You'll have to watch the tape.
I'll have to go watch the tape. Well, it's interesting. You asked to know what book titles there were in the library, and I have titles for you.
Which is the one that hit me?
Let me see.
Or the ones that hit me? I all of a sudden compelled to read Twilight or something.
Let me hit you with some knowledge. Ow,
Exactly.
ow.
Oh, come on. This is not what this is supposed to be.
Yeah, when they connect, do you get little flashes of stories in your head?
Oh, I can speak German. No, I lost it.
So let's see. We have let's see. There's barbecuing with hellfire, banshees and how to banish them.
Oh, man.
That would have been handy yesterday.
Yeah, dang.
There's As I Die Trying.
Oh, that's the story of our lives. We know that one.
Right, exactly.
Let's see.
This is just a library of books we need.
Worst Stories Ever Written, Volume 1. Worst Stories Written, Volume 2. World Leaders Ranked from First to Worst. Stories so short, they're practically a paragraph.
Well, I could probably read that one.
A Tale of Two Dungeons. Taboo Voodoo for You Too.
Well, thank you very much.
Voodoo.
Voodoo, do what?
Voodoo.
Let's see here. Two Gory Bedtime Stories.
I would read that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, hook me up with that one.
A Short History of Barely Anything. Herbology for Herbiology.
Whoa.
That's a little advanced.
Help, I'm trapped in this book. Let's see. Not So
Don't
Secret.
open that one.
Too late.
Not a guide that won't help with double negatives.
Oh, goodness.
Let's see what else here. I'ma Let You Amulet. Images You Can't Unsee, Volume 7.
I hate that it's volume 7. Let's just be clear. Because you know.
People just kept going.
You're right. If you're a fan of Things You Can't Unsee, volumes 1 through 6, you won't believe what we just came out with now.
The Never Starting Story.
Like and follow for part 7.
An illustrated guide to invisible illustrations.
Probably would have been useful just before this fight.
Yeah, probably. Now, for the record,
Are those from Candlekeep?
no, those are from the board game Ex Libris,
Oh.
Okay.
which is an amazing game that we have where you build a bookshelf and stock it with books.
I've heard of this game. There's this game, and then there was a deck builder that was actually a
deck builder.
Yeah, I was like, wait, why do you guys have these? Because we're adults. These are the things we choose to buy. I was like, okay.
Yes, Genesis is a massive bibliophile, so anytime I see board games that involve books, I'm like, that's a game she'll play with me. Yeah, they have another one they came out with too called Arcanum, where you actually shelve the books themselves, so every book is its own little token, and they all have those kinds of titles.
That sounds awesome.
My personal favorite is, well, actually, A History of Humansplaining.
I would read that. I don't know if I'd play it.
All right, so you've cleared the library of what remained of the children's tutor. Now what?
Well, I'll definitely take a scour the room just to see if there's anything cool or interesting on the shelves other than books.
I would like to take a short rest while they're doing that, if they're going to spend that long doing it.
Short rest is
Studying was really hard.
short rest is reasonable. How many hit points do you get back from that?
I thought for short rest we roll the hit die. I don't.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
roll your hit die. To
So
heal
roll your
up.
hit die.
Can I burn 2?
Yep. Yeah, we definitely are playing a little goofier than usual, but that's
Ooh,
okay. We needed
okay.
it. Wow. And that takes care of that.
Hi, this is Jennifer calling.
Just, I hit the Starbucks in the back. They got some great frappuccinos.
Apparently.
The playlist in there is off the chain, guys.
Plenty of reading material for the lavatory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do we hear like Rodrigo y Gabriela playing in here? Because I feel like that's every bookstore you go to.
No,
It's the new album by Sade.
but every so often you do hear that knocking from upstairs.
Was there any other floors on this room? Or any other rooms on this floor?
If you want to explore.
Well, now that we've
And
killed a teacher, and I kind of feel a little bad about it, I feel like we should explore this floor.
okay,
Yeah, we'll clear the floor by floor.
now though.
Did
Check
she
your
did
corner
she have
lesson.
like a... Yeah. Did she
Maybe
have
we
like
can find an exit.
That is true. Yeah, we could look for an exit.
Yeah, back door,
That-
right?
that's
Good place
what we're
like
here to
this.
do.
Servant's entrance.
Did she have like? Was there anything left in there that was like? Was there a ruler that was left? Any sort of computer equipment?
You could
Yeah,
probably
like a paddle
find
against the wall with holes drilled in it.
Yeah, exactly.
you could probably find remains of some teaching materials, some slates, powders of chalk dust that have kind of just wasted away over the years. You work your way around the room looking for anything of value during the rest. For the most part, it's been picked, if anything. The brass candlesticks are tarnished and overrun. Also, you find a Laserdisc player. Oddly enough,
It's next to the Betamax.
student cell phones.
Yeah, and some 8-track tapes.
We went in on beta when they came out because my dad did the research and he's like, beta is going to be the one that makes it. It has higher quality on smaller tapes. The tapes are cheaper and they're better. Beta is going to be where it's at.
Probably would have been if it wasn't for porn.
You said it, not me.
I mean, that's the history, right?
Yeah.
Because porn was
Well,
on
I
the
understand, yes. And
Yep.
that's why we have the internet, too.
I'm going to disagree on that because it's my understanding that the internet really was intended to be an educational information tool.
Yeah,
It was,
just like
yeah.
Betamax.
No, Betamax was meant to be
Teach
for...
the controversy.
No, Betamax was just for... that was just to get movies out. But...
I'm going to take one of the satchels of chalk dust, chalk sand, or whatever.
Okay.
Because I know when you throw it and then dust goes everywhere, it's like terrible and awful.
Okay.
At least chalk dust in general.
You can do that. As you work your way back through the floor, if we're not to keep coming, yeah, there's that too. Lots of good things with the internet. Now we use it for playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, take that.
Without having to all drive to somebody's house and make someone feel awkward about that, whether or not their living room is clean enough to put everyone around. You're working your way down a few halls. There's another sitting room that is, you can see where the windows where there are windows that are well paneled and covered over in caked dirt and dust. There's a kitchen further back. The sink has a smell still of
Bro,
rotted flesh. How much do you want to explore the kitchen?
how hungry are we?
I'll see if
Probably
we got
not
any
there.
like old bottles of wine that have been fermenting for way too long. That could be worth
Ooh.
something.
Maybe not eat, but you know.
Okay.
An unidentified item to say pouch of
Pouch of dust.
dust.
Pouch of
I
dust.
now have pocket sand.
That'll work. There's also a dining room. The china is still out.
That's kind of weird. Like the table was set.
Mm-hmm. Table's maintained. Everything's out as it should be. The silver's completely browned and blackened. The candles are more or less just nubs sitting in there. Sticks. You probably
Was there
could.
like food set out? Like that rotted?
No, there is not. Food has not been set on the table.
Okay.
There are grand windows off as well off this room, and again the same black with dirt and mildew.
I'm gonna pick up a plate and just whip it at one of those windows. See what happens.
The plate shatters on impact. China goes everywhere.
Was that really necessary?
Oh, you gotta try this, you guys. I mean, come on. It's a stressful situation. I feel so much better already.
Like literally, you could think about it for a second, and I'm gonna do it too.
That
My
You know
hands
what?
still hurt
You're
from
right.
banging on the wall. You
Look
guys
at
can
me.
try to break out the windows. I'm fine with that.
Oh, we're not trying to break the windows. We're just throwing dishes. You want to go try to break the window?
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing. That seems a little bit more better than just random vandalism. Like, I thought you guys were trying to break out, but you were really just wanted to break stuff since we're here.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
Like,
take
what do you
a plate and just throw it on the floor, because, hey, F this place.
That's right. Yeah.
do
Now you
that
feel
feel?
better,
Does that
don't you?
feel a
You feel
little
so much better. I will scour the kitchen though, looking for any old alcoholic beverages. That is totally something Dagan would be doing.
Okay. As you poke around with the kitchens, it's well apportioned, massive cutting table, several stoves, and ovens. The ovens themselves are rusted shut, both where you would put the food in the cavities underneath them for maintaining a fire. The grates are just half there. There is no sign of any alcohol, as you would wish. There is a door that you find that you can force open, and what would have been a staircase perhaps to a wine cellar is just completely caved in and buried. The wood has rotted from the ceiling down, and looks, as you kind of glance down the stairs, it looks like the dirt has fallen in on either side.
I shed a little tear.
I don't think any kids have been here in a while. I think they were lying to us.
Yeah, no kidding, Freddie.
The teacher wasn't very nice.
Yeah, no wonder the kids left.
Yeah, I'd be out of here too. Look, I'm just having a hard time with this equation. Then you shall be punished. Someone's flying bugs. It's not how you teach, okay? Come on.
That's just like old school private Catholic schools, you know. You don't want to learn this? Well, we will beat you.
Fine, we'll beat you until you want to learn it. You want to be left-handed? Fine, we'll beat you until you're right-handed.
The best teacher was Sam Kinison in Back to School. Say it! Say it!
You know, we had this kid when I was teaching a lot of years ago, and he could not get. We had an integrated math program, so we were doing like all three subjects, algebra, doing algebra, geometry in the same 3-year sequence, and it was just not clicking for him. And the parents got hired a tutor after a while, and that wasn't working. And they finally, like his junior year, they pulled him out and they sent him over to Catholic Central High School. And we got an email back from the family about 3 weeks in. They said, we really love everything you've done for him, but it seems to be he had to come over here to Catholic Central to get his grades up because he has all A's in math now. And we finally broke down and we invited them around Christmas to come back for like an exit interview because we couldn't put it together. The kid did not get math. The kid didn't want to do math. We sent him over to the other high school and suddenly he's doing great. And I said, I just need to know, what did we do wrong? And the kid goes, well, I walked into that Catholic Central High School and I saw that kid nailed to the plus sign. Thought, shit, I better get my act together.
That was great.
Thank you.
Over here, like, man, how did they do it? That's awesome.
My favorite part about that is the times I'll tell it to students, and it's invariable that in a group of 31 we'll turn to the other and go, did that really happen?
Have you guys seen the COVID pranks where somebody will not be wearing a mask, like out in the mall or something like that, like where other people are supposed to be wearing masks but they're not wearing masks, and like somebody that's either dressed up like a security or police officer or something approaches that person, be like, hey, put your mask on. I'm not putting my mask on. And he starts like hitting them with a club, and people see this and they start putting their masks on. Of course they're in on it. It's like a bit, right? And they just watching it, people just walking by putting on their masks.
I gotta find that.
I think they're gonna be beat next.
It's from a Russian TV show. I believe that.
I believe the luchadors in I think it's in Mexico. They were just running around spraying people with sanitizer and then forcibly putting masks on them. Like that's like because they can't do their thing, so they're like, put on your mask or we can't do our thing.
I say offer a mask or duct tape. You get to pick. One's going over your face.
On that note, you've made your way through the dining room. There's not a lot else of interest on the main floor.
Well, let's see if we can open one of these windows. Now that we've thrown some plates at them, let's see if we can actually open the windows.
Yeah, I'll just smash at it with my sword.
Okay. You gear up, smash through the glass with the pommel of, I'm assuming pommel of your sword.
Yeah, whatever works.
All right, you line up, you connect perfectly. And the first hit, it's as though you're hitting something like rock. The second hit, the glass gives. And you watch as the window itself, the whole pane just sort of shatters outwards, and you're coated in broken glass on both sides. As you look out onto the grass outside, there's a moment, and then you watch as the wood on either side of the window snap shut.
Self-healing windows.
Guys,
right? I mean,
we're gonna die in here.
want to throw another plate?
Yeah, I'm already throwing like 3.
The house is not prepared for you to leave yet.
Okay, so can we burn this house down? We can't burn other houses down. We just don't get the chance. But this one, I think when we're done, we probably can burn this one down.
Oh, I'm with you 100%.
All right, cool.
You guys see the Simpson Halloween special where the house was haunted trying to scare him, and they're like, oh, make the walls bleed again. He's like, I'm not here for your entertainment. And ends up kicking the Simpsons out.
That's not going to work here.
Yeah.
It was a good idea.
Yeah.
So let's see who's knocking on heaven's door.
What was that smell? Where was the smell coming from? The drain of the rotted meat?
The piles of just rotted.
Oh, there's just piles of rotted meat.
Well, it's more like dishes and pots and pans that haven't been touched in decades.
When I find those kids, I'm going to make them do all these dishes before we put them to rest.
That'll teach them.
Don't you leave your dishes out. And you reset this table. You guys threw all the stuff out of it. No, you reset this table now. It's not okay.
Is this what it's like to be a parent? You have to work through everything that you're going to say before you say it in the moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
And lament. I've been driving home just thinking about what I'm going to say to you.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's what you could do that, or you could just say whatever comes out and then just deal with the consequences later. I mean,
Yeah, it's really easy to fool children into making them think you're actually sorry. So
there's that too. Ah. Okay, so are you? I'm assuming at this stage now we're prepared to ascend.
there
Yeah,
we
let's go
have
pick
it.
another fight upstairs.
All right, I'm gonna take
They
a
have
quick.
those like things where you like get in it and it pulls you up the stairs. Like if you
Nope,
you
you're gonna have to walk up the stairs. If you kill the
I'll
kids,
carry you,
to get
Freddy.
an R
Here, I'll
rating.
put my hands together like a seat, and I'll scoot up along the rail. Hey, there you go.
appreciate you, man.
Oh.
We can't kill kids that are already dead. We'd be laying their souls to rest.
This is true. I want to take a quick. We're gonna take a quick 2-minute breather. I have to refresh my water, so we're gonna pick up right where we are now in about 3 minutes as we go up the stairs to the attic, or upstairs. Okay, and we're back.
Oh, there was just a clip of us destroying that.
It's one of my
Was it a
favorites.
sloop or what was that?
That
He
was
dead.
a
but,
skeleton sloop.
yeah.
That clip is called The Unspeakable Brutality. Candy. We had candy.
But does that mean I can have candy?
Take up with your mother. Those are her peeps. Okay. All right. So you work your way up the stairs, and you can hear the knocking coming from one of the doors. As you work your way up onto the landing, there's a hallway off of it. As you work your way down the hall, it's one of the doors off to the side. On your right, a door opens up onto a bathroom where you can see things have been growing out of the sink and out of the tub. And it's a combination of mildew, dirt, and just plant life that has begun to take over the space. Opposite this, there's a door that's closed, and there's a knocking on the back coming from the door itself.
I'll make him clean his bathroom too, man. They let this house get real bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. These kids had no chores, obviously.
And I mean, you're stocking up. I mean, I know it's not the tutor's job, but I mean, come on. You smell that coming out of the kitchen. This bathroom's got to stink. I mean, all this stuff.
I'll barge through the door.
The door is locked.
I'll bang on the door.
You
Help
knock it
me. Get me away from these guys.
The knocking stops when you
Swords
start
out.
to bang on it.
All right. Well, is there any other rooms to check out, or is it just the one locked door and nothing else?
There's a hallway with some more doors. As you start to look around for more, you hear a voice on the far side of the door. Can we come out now?
Yes.
Unlock the door, and you can come out.
We didn't lock it. Can you unlock the door, please? And you hear a second voice, much fainter. We're still hungry.
It's dinner time.
Oh, he's gonna eat you.
I mean, we could, like, spit roast Steve, you know?
No, not the bird.
Not the raven.
Bird.
Not the raven. He's my friend. He may be creepy, but that's okay. We all got a dark side.
Yeah, especially us. Let's pick the lock to the door then. You want to do the honors?
Yeah, sure. I got this down.
I so miss this being like an actual skill to roll on.
Yeah, it's just sleight of hand with proficiency if you have it or without it. It's just
And that is very much apparently in Dagon's wheelhouse.
Sure is.
Dagan and I are both, that's what we do.
Little breaking and entering, It's good for the soul.
At least we're just picking the lock and not kicking down the door. I mean, it's a level of respect as we throw more dishes across the room.
This is a point where I think the paladin would not have a problem with you picking a lock.
Yes, let's get in there and say hi to the kids.
Is it those kids?
Yeah, does it sound like those similar voices?
Similar. You push open the door into a well-apportioned playroom. You can see that there's a dollhouse, rocking horse. In the far corner, there's a play crib. The room itself is covered in dirt and dust. The big picture windows on the far wall are caked over in mud and dirt like the other windows you've seen so far. Next to the door, immediately to your right as you walk in, there are two small skeletons that appear to be sitting together with one wrapped around the other.
Something weird happened here. I know we probably already thought that, but something weird happened here.
Oh, so we don't see anything but the two skeletons right now?
And there are no children in the room.
Oh, there's no children in the room. And,
No
and it
living
says
children in the room.
it's like a playroom.
Mhm.
Let's inspect the
I'll just
skeletons.
call out, and I'll just say, hello.
As you call out, when you make a greeting, you almost jump because just off to your left is the girl from before. She's shimmering and you can see through her. But she's dressed exactly the same as she was when you found her on the road. And she looks up. Did you bring food for us? We're really hungry.
We totally already gave you food, guys. And
Yeah,
threw
I
it on the
gave you some
floor.
jerky, and then you just threw it on the ground. I mean, it's kind of rude.
Are you... No?
All right, well, let's try this
Are-
again. I'm
are
gonna
you
pull out a
fri-
piece of jerky and hand it to the kid.
She tries to take it from you and it passes through her hands.
That's probably what actually happened last time. She probably did actually throw the jerky on. She did
Where's
lock
your
us in the
brother?
ghost house, though.
You look over and he's sitting over on the other, over by the dollhouse, and he's just sitting in a little ball, holding his knees. He has the same incorporeal look as his older sister, which is different than when you encountered them on the road. On the road, they were, as near as you could tell, as real as could be. But these are definitely impressions. And he's just clutching his stomach. But I'm so hungry. Are they going to let us out?
Doors open.
Yeah, you're free to go, kids.
Go where?
Man, I don't know. We don't know how to get out of this place.
Yeah,
the
I
door
heard,
turned into a staircase.
there's a
It's a
bunch
weird
of
place.
food. Bunch of food outside. You just lead us to the door out, and yeah, there's food right there. We brought it with us. It's sitting right on in our packs that we left out there.
We can't leave. The girl's the one who speaks. We can't leave the room without mother and father's permission.
I thought you couldn't come into the house because it was dangerous.
She looks terribly confused by that statement.
So have you two seen us before?
No? Are you friends of father or mother's? Did they send you to let us out or bring us food finally?
Do you know where mother and father are? We can.
They spend a lot of time in the cellar with their new friends.
They're new friends in the cellar. Okay. Well, we'll go see them and then get permission from them to let you leave. Does that sound good?
Can you send someone up with food? It's been an awfully long time.
Of course. Of course. Either we'll send someone with food or we'll bring it ourselves.
Do you know how to get to the cellar?
No, it would be good if you told us.
Why should I trust you?
Because we'll give you food.
I mean, we could just.
But what if you
Walk
make
away.
father and mother angry and they wait longer to feed us again? It's already
That's a
been
risk
4
you're
days.
gonna have to take.
Not wrong there.
We don't want to have to wait any longer by upsetting mother and father. Why should we trust you?
You want to come with us?
We're not allowed to leave the room without mother or father here. They don't like it when we talk to their friends. That's why we're in here. So we don't talk to their friends.
Well, we haven't met them, so technically we're not their friends.
You don't know mother and father?
Well, no, we wanted to go talk with them so we can get permission for you to leave. We can't talk to them unless we know where they are.
Well, they spend an awful amount of time in the basement. We're not allowed down there. That's why we're in here.
But we could go, and we don't have to tell them that you sent us. We can go of our own accord, and then you wouldn't get in trouble no matter what. You wouldn't have had anything to do with it.
Okay, roll me a persuasion. That's pretty dang good. There's a door off the kitchen that goes down to the cellar. But if you want to go fast, you can use the dumbwaiter. It's at the end of the hall.
Oh, I love those things.
that in character or out of character?
Both.
Me and my character share a love of dumbwaiters.
They are pretty cool.
Sounds good. I guess we'll go down the dumbwaiter.
Are you going to have someone bring up food?
We'll be back with food.
Okay. And as you leave the room, the two of them sort of fade back into nothingness. And you can see that the dirt and the dust on the floor where they were standing remains untouched.
I don't think they're going to be cleaning anything. I don't even remember that they met us. You could tell them to clean everything. They'd be like, huh? Like I never met that kid before. You never told me to do anything. God, I was that kid.
Are there any other doors off this hallway up here?
Yes, there are several. As you kind of explore, making your way down the hall towards the end, there's a master bedroom, which has been untouched and equally as long. And there's a guest bedroom. There's also a guest bathroom. All in roughly the same state of neglect. You get to the end of the hallway, and there is indeed a panel that you can lower, which will open up into a dumbwaiter, which extends like a chimney straight down through the mansion. And with a little bit...
There's probably no rope, is there?
There's still a block and pulley system that you could slip a rope through.
Yeah, I got some rope. I got 50 feet of rope. Hopefully that's enough.
That should be
Let's
enough.
Santa Claus this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Excuse me. You work your way down the dumbwaiter, and it comes out into what was once a wine cellar. It's in somewhat better... You can see off to one side the staircase that would go up. That's all caved in, and as the sides of the walls have given way over time and buried it. And there's also... The room itself has been repurposed. Several bunk beds have been set up along the walls, blocking access to the wine racks, which are for the most part now empty.
Boo.
It looks like the cellar runs... Go ahead, Jeremy.
No, I know he was hoping to find something down here. It's too bad.
Oh, yeah. Really old vintage.
Is unfortunate. Let me check something really quick. As you look around, the space is in better repair than the house you've been in thus far, but not by a great deal. There's still a decent amount of dirt and dust, but it looks like things may have been in here within the last 10 years as opposed to the last 30. On the far end, you can see that the cellar itself seems to represent the entire under the entirety of the mansion itself. So there's another room you can travel into past this one if you want to continue to explore the storage areas.
Yeah, let's do it. There's got to be a bottle of wine in here somewhere. I mean, come on. Rich people love that stuff.
Okay. Oop. Somebody's still up.
Yeah, it's time for me to put it to bed.
Do we need a break for that? All right, go ahead. We'll hang out here for a bit. It'll give me a chance to kind of review what's going on and what the plan is here.
And Squishy's hungry, so I'll get him some food.
She says your cats are the cute, by the way.
Yes, he is. That's
Got
his
it.
job.
I'm going to stay
Being
up.
cute.
We'll keep the stream open, though. We won't throw out the BRB. If anyone wants to ask any questions, talk about what's been going on. and we're starting the second chapter of Candlekeep this week, which will be fun. Biggest
So
thing
something happened. I looked on your schedule and it came off the last episode. Like I canceled or something. I didn't missing it. Schedule?
on my schedule on Twitch?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have. Because we played.
Yeah, that's why I was so surprised.
Yeah, I'm peeking now because that doesn't make sense because we played.
Yeah, no, I double checked. I wanted to double check what time it was, and I saw it the day before, but I checked on Wednesday, and it was gone off your schedule. Now, maybe it was just a bug or glitch. Maybe I was looking in the wrong place. I don't know.
I'm hoping that's what it was because I did everything I was supposed to do. I pushed the button to end it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still up there. 111 views 4 days ago, Wednesday the 7th.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
they're always on YouTube. If you want to watch an old episode, they're always going to be up there. And then yeah, there was we did play. We finished the first chapter, and the only thing I don't like is they don't do a great job of facilitating playing the adventures in series.
What do you mean?
The first chapter doesn't lead to the second chapter. It's a single adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And there's no really good guidance to say, if you did chapter 1, here's how you get your group to do chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have to sit
Right.
down and go, okay, so how am I going to, and going from 1 to 2 isn't too bad, but going from 2 to 3, I actually have to rewrite part of 2 to put the book from 3 in 2.
Gotcha.
So
There's
there's
a lot. It's like Tales from the Yawning Portal, where it's like self-contained adventures.
Right. And they're short. I mean, a dedicated group that says, we're going to play D&D and we're going to do a full adventure today can probably knock one of them out in about 4 to 5 hours. So a solid Saturday afternoon. But playing them on stream, we usually run about 2.5 to 3 hours. So it's usually 2 sessions per adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Knebula is not feeling well, so she's taking tonight to rest, and we're doing kind of a little one-shot side mission with
Yes,
them.
where we attempt to screw up everything in the timeline.
Indeed. So let me find a map. It'll help me kind of imagine where you guys are going now. Now that you're actually into a proper dungeon, I should probably start paying attention to where you're going now.
Uh-oh, there's going to be a dragon down here too, isn't there?
Might be.
Spinny and I, these last couple days, we've been playing some VR. We both got contractors.
It
It is so much fun.
Cool.
What game are you playing in VR?
Contractors. It's kind of like Counter-Strike, kind of.
Oh, okay. So it's like a first-person shooter in VR space?
Yeah, and there's like capture the flag or like escort missions, stuff like that.
That's
It's
cool.
a lot of fun. We've been having a blast.
Oh yeah, especially like in the lobby in the waiting room, we just throw knives at each other.
That's what VR is for. The little things, you know.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, you throw one and it's like sticking out of the side of Spinny's head, and I'm like, oh, here, let me help you with that.
Here, let me just grab that for you.
Pull it out.
Okay, so we're all back. As you give me a perception check. Let's do that. The knocking you needed to hear the knocking for plot purposes. This is more of an open-ended. Let's see what
Let's roll a
happens.
nat one.
A nat 1. Really?
You were so busy looking for this bottle of wine, man.
True. I had my blinders on.
Where's this wine?
Okay,
All right, so you said
Asteki.
that we're. Oh, go first. Go first.
No. Clarification question first. What's up?
Oh, you said there was like bunk beds down here. Like how many bunk beds?
Probably 6 sets of 2.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's a lot of bunk beds.
Mm-hmm.
They having like swingers party down here.
But the kids weren't allowed to come out,
Exactly.
That would make sense.
and all the wine got drank. I mean, this whole thing's starting to come together.
Is there a lot of bunk beds in a place like that? That just seems weird. Like a hot tub, I could understand, but bunk beds?
Layla, that's Mama.
You know, like there's a bunch of bunk beds in a ball pit. You know, there's a
A ball
ukulele
pit?
in the corner. What kind of party are they having down here?
The kind where you probably do a dark ritual and seal your family's fate. And the tutor as well, I guess. That's what I get. It's what you get for being an at-home tutor.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like, wow, that's really rude.
That's a
Not
rough.
only do I take my entire family down, but you know what? The kid's school teacher, they're coming down with us too.
Yeah. As you start to go, you move deeper through the cellar, and you're sure you can hear some kind of sobbing from deeper in and around a corner.
I watched too many SCP explanations for this, guys.
Who's holding the torch? Now that you are truly
I
underground.
think I've been holding it.
Okay. As you move into the next room, you are greeted by a set of smells that are not that of rotting flesh as much as just chemicals and religious smells of incense, smells of candles, smells of offerings. Tables all around this particular room contain cut up decayed carcasses of animals.
I cast Dark Ritual and I had 3 black mana to my mana pool.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, you could do that.
It's got a very Diablo vibe.
Yeah. Are we gonna start like pushing everything over and then like legendary items are gonna start popping
Yeah,
out?
I just start smashing barrels and pots,
Just breaking the table. We already started with the
everything.
Honestly, when we were looking at Xbox games to play, I saw that Diablo 3 was on there. I'm like, oh wait, we could totally play some. I could play some Diablo.
It's great
Ooh.
on
I'll
controller.
play D3 with
Diablo
you.
is awesome on
Ooh,
controller.
Way better on console.
now that you mentioned that, I'll make sure I DL it tonight.
Purchase it. Yeah, I'll purchase it.
That's
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a game I actually have on there.
I actually think
I
I
played a
have
lot
a
of it on
disc
PC.
for it somewhere, so I'd have to buy it because my Xbox down here doesn't have a drive.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
I think you can pair it with your account, right? Can't you
No,
unlock?
I don't
No,
think
not
so.
anymore.
no,
Not
yeah,
if it's a disc-based game that you got.
yeah.
Oh,
I need to have
okay.
the disc in for it to work. I can't just say, "Hey,
Yeah.
the disc is upstairs in the other Xbox."
Oh,
Well, it's a pain in the
okay.
butt because like I have the disc version of Fallout 4, and it's a game that like every 6 months or so I always go back to, and then I'm like, oh crap, now I gotta find
Oh, I
it.
gotta go grab the disc. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a little like bookshelf for my games because I'm in the same boat.
Just
Don't do it?
get them all digitally.
Yeah, because it syncs
Well, I
with
mean,
your
the ones I
account. So
already
you,
have.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's say because Microsoft
Yeah,
isn't
true.
going anywhere.
No.
I resisted Steam for a long time because I was afraid someday Steam would shut down and I'd lose all the games I'd bought. And now I'm like, well, on the one hand, any game on Steam that I'm not playing actively, I probably will never want to go back and play again anyway. So who cares? And 2, Steam isn't going anywhere.
If it does, we probably have other
Yeah.
things that will be a problem.
Yeah. As you look around this preparation room, you notice that in the corner there's a pitchfork that's been stuck down into the earth, and there's a skull impaled on it.
human skull.
Human skull, yes.
There are better tools for that.
There's
It seems weird.
a faded bit of parchment that looks like it was at one time tacked underneath the skull, but it's too old and faded to read now. I need a perception check, please. How do we do in this room? 10, 15, and...
Sorry, I'm bad at looking, apparently.
That's okay. Let me see what happens here. Let's see how they do with theirs.
I was like, man, who got a 21? Oh, that was my persuasion check to tell the children, oh, it'll be fun.
Fine. Starving to death is perfectly fine.
No, you won't get in trouble. And we'll bring you... What do you bring ghosts to eat? Actually, I'd probably be the one you ask, huh?
Ghost jerky?
Ghost jerky?
Yeah.
Kill an animal, and then you get the essence real quick in a bag, and then that's what you feed them.
Well, maybe we can get some ghost jerky off all these old dead animals down here because they're dead, right?
I don't know how that works.
I think the key is you just had to be nice to them. That seemed to have done the trick.
Yeah, but we want to feed them because we feel bad.
Yeah.
We want to feed the undead. The paladin does not approve of feeding the undead.
You want to help them pass on, right? What if all they need to do is eat something and then they can pass on? You don't know.
I think I have to smite them first. And then if that fails, then we can, help them.
We will feed them
smiting
Ravenkind
fails.
justice.
Yes.
How does it work in Supernatural? We salt the bones and then burn them.
Salt and burn, baby.
Yeah, they're right there.
Okay, let me update this really fast. They actually are going to get the drop on you. Let's see here. Put that in there. Bing. Save. Did that work? That did work. Cool. As you're poking around the room, you immediately get hit by a wave of just noxious negative of odor. And as each of you kind of like takes it and goes, oh my God, that's what happened? It sticks out more than the previous sets of smells. 2 of the tables on either side of the room get flipped in towards you with the contents clattering and crashing as 2 figures rise up from underneath them and move in to attack.
See, they're not going to mind that we threw some plates. I mean, look at what they just... Come on. We got to throw the whole... We got to flip the table. They would have cared. They flipped their own table.
A third comes rambling into the room from the far side. They're dressed in the same style of clothes as the kids were, but they're tattered and shredded from the years. Roll initiative, please.
I don't need you to explain to me what initiative is. I need you to roll.
What is initiative? Initiative is a system by which we determine the order of combat. Dagon 17, that's what the computer rolled for you. Frederick 15. And table elements. Get the chat pad out of the way. There we go. And the first one comes rambling in. It is the one that came from the far distance. It's going to catch Asteki from the back.
And Sue's back.
And charge right in on him. And make a claw attack. Which it connects with. Doing 5 damage. Asteki, could you do me a huge favor?
Sure.
And hey, Eric. Indeed, we cheer for the guests. I need you to roll me a con save.
We were
Save it
cheering for
is.
the animated books earlier too, so I feel you on this one.
Okay, I have good news and bad news.
All right. What's the good news?
The good news is you did not take the full of that previous set of 6 damage. You only take 3 of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Excellent.
nice.
The bad news is you're stunned.
Oh, no.
Yeah, ghast are nasty.
Yep, they are really, really scary.
They kind of Ghastly.
Kind of. It would be your turn next, but you are currently in a bad state. Go ahead and give me that con save again.
All right, back-to-back con saves. Feeling good.
Yeah.
See if you
Feeling
can...
good. Not feeling good.
Oh.
Okay, so you're... Yep. Dagon's up.
All right. Seeing what just happened, I'm going to go straight for the gas that's on Azteki.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go crazy on him. And I'm going to try to do a trip attack if I can hit him.
Okay. That'll hit. And that'll hit. Lots of good damage. Yeah, we have Ear and Eric hanging out tonight. It's good to see people coming out on Sunday. Okay.
All right, so that's all the damage, and one of those was the trip attack, so he's got to make a DC 13 strength save or be tripped.
And that means he is prone. As he goes down.
Take him out, Freddy!
All right. Another one is going to come roaring over and engage Dagon. Since
Look at that tongue.
that makes
Yuck.
sense. It is also
Don't
going to
you
make
touch
a
me!
claw attack, and it does not get through your armor as you hold your defense.
Duck and weave, duck and weave!
Duck and weave. Falls to Frederick next.
I'm going to put my mark on the one that's on the ground, and I'm going to use my snipe, and I'm just going to try to obliterate it from existence.
Let's see. Prone. You have to be within 5
the
feet to get the
plasma can.
advantage.
I'll stand right on top of him.
You charge over there and wham.
Yeah, just like point blank into his head if I can.
Okay. I'll allow
trying
it.
to find my spell slots.
And rub some of that chalk dust in his eyes, too, just for good measure.
Hey, bite on this. Where? Let's do my 2 rolls.
Yep. That's a hit.
All right, so we get a D8 here. We get another D6 and a D8, and then plus 10. 27.
27.
This is my boomstick.
This dude is my boomstick.
Just literally run up right on top of him, like the arrow is sitting on his head. I pull all the way back from point blank with the longbow.
And you, yeah, that then turns to them. And so the last gas to act is going to come charging in. It's also going to push in on, well, let's spread around. Let's go after Frederick this time. And miss.
Freddy, behind you!
Whoa!
Oh no!
Freddy ducks.
Back to back, Mantis style.
Back to the one that got Azteki, which is dead. Azteki, give me a con save.
All right, I'm going to see if I can do something this fight. Let's get back in the game. What do I got?
Yeah.
Oh, that should get me back in the game.
Oh, yeah.
16. Yes, that will get you back in the game.
But
Nice.
then, man, I cannot get hit. That's it for me.
You get an action.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to smack the nearest ghouly, ghastly thing.
Okay, go for it.
Let's do it. And because I'm angry about being stunned, I'm going to smite.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course I am. So I keep forgetting how that works. I go with the hit, and if it hits, then I can smite. I'm not
Yep.
smiting because it doesn't
Yeah.
hit.
do you want to burn a reroll? You've got 2 in the bank. You've got 200.
I'm going to burn a reroll. That's how angry I am.
Do it.
Smite these fools.
I don't know. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 will
Better,
hit.
it's possible.
All right. All
14
right.
will hit.
So
They're not hard to hit.
it's a regular attack, and then because they're undead, it's like 3d8. I wanna
3d8,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my regular attack, and then here comes the 3d8.
Brings the holy smite down.
Yes. Oh,
7
that was one.
plus.
I'm gonna do 2 more. There you go. Sorry, I wanted for theatrics and I just rolled one.
13, 15.
Nice.
That's a solid output. As the heavens open upon impact. Dagon, tell me what's happening.
I'm just continue the whirlwind of blades here. I'm gonna follow up with Azteki and see if we can take this guy out.
Okay. Let's see, 7 and an 18. Well, the 18 will hit. For 5.
I'll try to trip this guy too. Why not? Worked well the last time.
Okay. So he takes an additional 3. And he makes a strength check. He stays on his feet.
Boo. Boo this man.
Mm-hmm. For his part, he's going to turn around. Okay. He's going to turn around and take a swing at you. And
Touch me,
miss.
freak.
Yep. Does not get through your defenses. Frederick, you're standing right on top of one you just eradicated.
I'll move my mark onto the one that just took a swing at Dagon,
Okay.
and I'll just... All right, another arrow for you guys.
Before you shoot,
Mhm.
before you push shoot, I need you to give me a con save.
Before I push shoot, I need a con save.
You need a con save. And
Wasn't
thank
very
you,
good.
Ear, for that. It's good to have a little bit of a boost in there. Con save. Okay. Do you get advantage against poison as a dwarf?
I do have defenses against poison. I don't know what that means. Let me go to my feats and traits.
Check real quick. I think you get advantage on this roll for that. Features and traits.
Advantage against poison and resistance to poison damage. So I'll get another con save then, I guess.
Make another con save. Let me check the DC. That's good enough.
Okay.
You are good. You shrug off the noxious smell of the dead ghast, and you get to take normal actions.
Sweet. I mean, it doesn't smell anything worse than it was in the bathroom up there. Yeah, probably best. Better time.
10 is going to not hit.
I'm gonna use the new reroll we got, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Waiting for the website to update. I'm a little disappointed in it. Because it still shows 0. It should update faster than that.
What shows 0? I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay. Got him for 13. Well, if I got him, I got it 20.
A 20
I
is
figured.
20 is going to hit. That's 13. Nice. That's exactly what you needed.
Boys. You're good at that, Layla.
There you go. So you have 100. You have 100 pages in the Book of Fate currently gifted, and you are currently out of the ones you've stockpiled. So you have one more reroll available. This one is going to turn. He's going to focus his attentions on. Let's see. I think he's going to go after Azteki again.
Nice.
Party rules. He's gonna connect, doing 4 damage, and Azteki needs to give me a con save.
All right. I love rolling
Go to bed.
con saves.
Okay.
That -1.
I know. How did that happen?
Because you have a con of like 9.
I don't know why did it do that. I said I want a new paladin, and it automatically roll, and it gave me -1. I don't remember saying I wanted to be a weak paladin.
You're not weak. You're sickly.
I didn't want to be sickly.
And thank you, Ear, for that. There's another cheer in your half, so there will be eventually, it'll show 200 gifted twist pages. Pages in the Book of Fate.
Too loud for the child.
So,
She had to come chide me
for
when
being.
I'm waking her up from her sleep.
Oh, because you're keeping her up.
I never get to tell her she's keeping me up. That's not fair.
Parenting, it's a thing. Okay, Teki is up.
Oh, I'm not stunned. That was enough not to
Oh yeah,
stun me.
that you shook it off barely.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I'm gonna smack another one.
There's one left.
Yeah, gonna smack him.
Oh wait, but before you do, you're standing over one that's been downed. I need you to give me another con save.
Awesome. I'm great at this.
To push past the putrid smell of rotted flesh.
I mean, we're playing whack-a-ghoul here. We're having some good times.
That is not good enough.
I get overwhelmed with fart smell.
Yep. Which means you are now attacking at disadvantage.
Okay. Well, we'll see if I can connect.
Yep, you have to roll, disadvantage, so roll twice.
The
1,
power of the raven compels you.
2. So you watch for the dice to land.
Oh, it's not.
Maybe. Did you break
I
it?
did it twice. I got like a 19 and then like a 10
I didn't see enough.
or
over
15.
I think
Where
you
are we?
broke it.
Here. There we go.
There they go.
24.
24 and 15.
Good rolls.
Yeah, 15's going to hit. Give me damage.
All right.
Are we bringing the smite again? Or just
No.
hitting it?
I just did the one. Although I should because I'm a fart smeller.
Just let us fight.
That's
You
still
do all you do is we're taking you out.
that's still a healthy amount of damage all by yourself. Dagon is up, but I need that con check as there's enough dead ghasts around you.
That dead gas.
It was on a 16 and slowly edged over to the 3.
As that smell overwhelms your senses.
And you've drank stuff that smells worse than this, man. What's up?
Right?
With you?
Real potent gas.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm making my attacks then at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's a miss. How'd the next pair go? Also a miss.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just rolled all those dice like under 5.
Yep.
4 d20 rolls, all of them under 5.
You're just saying Frederick up to look really cool, that's all.
Yeah, he's doing me a favor.
Hey, I gotta tag team with my wife to scare my daughter into going to bed real quick. I'll be right back.
We'll try to kill them while you're gone.
That would be great.
Right, I'm gonna.
Yeah, if you guys could just wrap this up.
We'll do our best, right? I'll move my mark over and do the shooty shoot.
Do the shooty shoot? The shoot to
More
shoot.
efficient to try to do the stab, but I want to do the shoot.
Well, you don't want to get close to these things. They smell.
I haven't showered yet. It'll be okay. Yeah, I missed anyway.
Ooh. Indeed you did.
The rolls are not with us.
That comes back around to it, and it's going to focus its efforts on Asteki, I believe.
You've been punching back.
Well, Dagon's not here. I have to be kind.
It's a good point.
So every time it goes to one of the creatures, you need to step away and take a look at Squishy.
It is ineffective in its attack upon you. And you put that shield up in front and just hide. Seems a reasonable course of
away
action.
from me. Oh.
All right, so con save and then rolls.
No.
Right?
No, you're just at this point now. You're just attacking.
Oh, okay.
The poison. You're overwhelmed with the poison. That's stuck with you now.
Okay, so I'm always rolling at disadvantage.
Until the fight's over. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah,
Don't I
Do
have
you
like
medicine
cure
check to be
poison?
unpoisoned?
Do I have a cure poison? I got cure wounds. I think I do have a cure poison. I just don't have it ready. It's okay. I'll just roll.
If it's not ready, you can't use it. You didn't
Yeah.
read your magic books today.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh, maybe one of those books upstairs is like how to cure poison.
That's going to be a hit.
It don't
All
matter.
right.
He's like, oh, I don't feel so good. But you know what? I don't ever feel so
terribly
good.
strong hit for
Oh.
one.
A terribly ineffective attack roll, but
For the record, he's not feeling that great.
No,
Come
he's
on,
not.
Guys, give him a break.
he's not.
The spam is feeling pretty.
It's crazy how we
Oh,
dropped
oh,
the first ones in heroic fashion, and now we're like, come on, just give up.
Stop it! Stop
Quick,
it!
Asteki, reroll your damage.
Oh, I can do that.
Ears got you back.
Oh,
This guy just knows one.
Oh.
It's not me. It's this. This is a superhuman ghastly thing.
Back-to-back 4s. Ouch.
that's just not right.
That's okay. That's okay. Dagon's gonna finish it off probably.
We had to wait till he got back.
Yeah.
I missed.
I appreciate it. Let me show you boys how it's done.
Yes, those will connect. For 5, and then the second attack is not going to be good enough.
See, that's how it's done, guys.
he's just tripping over himself with the poison. That's how it's done, guys. That's how it's done.
If I could just breathe.
You guys see that?
Oh, we need somebody get this guy a bucket. We need a bucket. Monsieur, I am standing in your bucket.
All right, Frederick's up.
I shoot.
You shoot.
Yes.
Yes. No.
What do you mean no?
Yes.
What?
Well, 4 is not a lot of damage for that.
Oh, no, I get my other dice. Those are the important ones. The actual damage dice are very great.
Yep. It's going to turn, and it's going to take a swing at Dagon with its last effort. And connect for 9, and I need a con save.
Ooh.
Ay, ay, ay.
Hey, sooner or later, something's going to get through.
It's true.
But not today.
No, it already happened today.
Speaking of which, I have a 19 for your armor class. Is that with your shield?
Oh, yes, that is with the shield.
Okay.
So at this point, I would be 17.
Okay, I can remember that. I'm also going to put a tag on it so I don't forget.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Because I would forget.
Con save
if
is
you want,
con
throw
save
some
is
damage on me.
fine. Azteki's up though.
All right, let's see if we can finish this guy off.
Yeah, this guy's been pretty lame.
Yeah, I feel like we're playing like Dark Souls, and you just finished off the Death Eater monster, and then you turn around a corner
There's
and
just,
it's
like,
like
one
Chad,
regular skeleton.
and you're like, oh, it's just Chad. I'm gonna, and he's just gonna fall over. Meanwhile, he's like not falling over and stabbing you in like the toe, just in the most painful way possible.
Why am I out of stamina? Why am I still out of stamina? I need to roll.
Yes.
This is ridiculous.
Yes, Balrog the Behemoth just was slain, and you got Chad the Toe Stabber, crippling the party, stopping the progress.
Ouch.
And I don't think I'm connecting on either of those.
Nope. You literally flail.
Ah,
Dagon will finish it off.
I'm having flashbacks
Yes.
to that time where Samara didn't keep the lantern on the ghost that kept healing while we're trying to finish it off.
We didn't even bring the lantern. There's no one to blame but ourselves.
Yes, but who would power it? Oops, wrong way.
Steve.
Yep, and
Steve, hold this lantern.
Dagon cleaves it in half.
I back away immediately.
And you have successfully destroyed whatever these things were. Boom, boom.
You look like that guy from Kiss, but like gross.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that guy from Kiss isn't gross?
No, he's a really nice
I mean,
guy
more,
here.
More gross.
Very personable.
I don't know. Honestly,
As long as you buy their merchandise.
Every time I think of him, I think of when Scooby-Doo did the crossover with Kiss. That's what I think of. So I don't really think of him as gross at all.
Ah, the
Like,
Scooby-Doo
oh, yeah.
crossovers. Good times. And there were a lot of them.
They've been doing new ones with like wrestling and with Kiss. Like they did a new one with Kiss.
I can see that.
They did a Supernatural episode that was really enjoyable.
It's like
Yeah,
doing
that was
a
hilarious.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode.
Did they really?
No, but they should have.
Oh,
It would also be very consistent. So
Yeah, I forgot all about that Supernatural episode. Dean keeps trying to get with Daphne. That's so much fun.
I'm so excited about eating the giant sandwiches too. I mean, like everything about the episode was like perfect.
He's like, "What? She's gonna go for this guy wearing a freaking ascot?"
And they raced to the Impala against the Mystery Machine. Like that episode was just great.
speaking of which,
I miss Supernatural.
see, I was always more of a Velma type.
Sam gets to kiss Velma at the end of the episode. Well, actually, Velma
Oh,
kisses
yeah.
Sam at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, because she's obsessed with him, and he keeps trying to like stay away from her. He's like, "Oh my god, dude, this is a cartoon. This is creepy."
Well, they went all in on that, huh?
It was hilarious.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's totally. Even if you don't watch Supernatural, it's worth watching just because you're like, what? Like, because they have this moment where they're like, no, we hunt monsters for real. Monsters are real, and then they have an emotional breakdown because they're like, monsters aren't real. They're just dudes in masks. And they're like, no, this is real. You could die. They're like, what? It's amazing. It's everything you would hope it would be.
Sounds it. So as you look around the room, what's your next plan? You've got 3 dead bodies. Dead again bodies?
Re-dead. All right, so there's ghouls. Okay. What's on the altar? What do we got going on here?
Nothing. There's no altar in this particular room.
Oh, I thought there was. Well, what were the religious smells?
They were various places to prepare something. So if you were going to prepare something for sacrifice, this would be the space you would do it in.
I'm gonna take that pitchfork.
Okay, pull it out of the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. You can pull it up, and are you taking the skull with it, or?
Yeah, why not? I'll leave it on there.
Yeah.
Why are we always carrying around parts of things and people?
Just what one does in these kind of places.
In
Because
these trying times,
why not?
everyone needs a little bit of parts of what you've taken out.
Yeah, I just want to stab me someone with a pitchfork. That sounds about right. It's kind of like breaking plates. Stabbing with pitchforks is like the next step up.
Now you have a torch and a pitchfork. How
Oh, hell yeah.
How better could you be?
You definitely are Storm the Evil House at this point.
Hey, gotta look the part.
Mm-hmm. We'll get you a chainsaw hand and a sawed-off shotgun next.
That's fair. Nothing to see here, just a souvenir. You go down a little bit further through the cellar and turn the corner, and there's an iron grate that blocks off the entrance to a large room that's been more recently excavated. It's not, from what you can see through the iron bars, it's not as well built. It's been added since the construction of the house itself. And a little bit of sense tells you that you're probably out underneath the grounds rather than the house proper for this space. You have to go down a short half flight of stairs, and then there's the iron grate blocking the entrance. Inside the room, there's a large black marble disc that's been placed, and there are candelabras surrounding it at 5 points. There's a woman in a tattered white dress sitting chained on the center of the disc. Her sobs were the sobs that you heard earlier. She looks up hopefully when she sees you on the other side of the iron grate and starts to stand. The chains hold her tight.
She looked like living?
Her skin is not an unusual color.
It looked like no one had been here for 10 years. There's no way that this is a living person. Wisdom, you have it. Believe in yourself.
Huh?
I'm down with like trying to kick these grates down and saying hi.
You can say hi with the grate up.
All right, I say hi with the grate up.
She looks at you. You have to get me out of here before he comes back.
Can
Well, who
do.
comes back?
The man who summoned those things. I could hear you fighting.
How can we get in and help you?
Was there a key maybe?
No, we could go look for one, though.
I mean, you look strong. You could just break it down, can't you?
I'll give it a shot. I'll kick it.
Sounds like a great idea.
Bump.
Hey-o,
Are you
I
guys
just
ready to
got
be
that.
attacked by something
I was
else?
a little bit more
You
spry
know?
earlier in the night. You got to be careful now.
We had a lot of them for the books. We don't have a ton of them for dead children or person chained to an obsidian weight.
The person about to be ritually sacrificed is probably not high on your list.
No.
Okay, so give me a strength check to break open the gate without digging through the carcasses for a key.
Oh wait, we can lockpick. Why did we even? Why did we just do that?
Nope. Dagon just rips it open.
Aha!
Saves time. And style points.
Style points, indeed. She starts to stand up again, but the chains are tight enough that the best she can do is kind of get up on a knee. And she kind of pushes her wrists out towards you. Can you break these?
You should probably try to pick those. Probably don't want to just like hang on to the wrist.
I think we should leave her chained for right now and
Agreed.
track the guy.
Yeah,
Like
we need
you
to search
wait
this
here, we're gonna track the guy.
No, you need to get me out of here before he comes back.
Don't worry, we'll get you out of here and we'll take care of him first.
But
Do we see any other ways out of this room?
no.
Oh, so there's nowhere to check for the guy.
No, he would have had he must be coming back the way you came when he shows up.
He's not
okay.
coming. This is like a spirit trapped on a disc.
Yeah, I'm super sus.
You're right. That being said, my dumb ass would be like, "Hey, let's just pick the lock and get her out of here. Let's help everybody, even to our death." Oh.
So what are you doing?
I am going to poke her with the pitchfork.
Do not poke her with the. I'm gonna stop. you from-
Not to like damage her, but just to like make sure she's really there, you know?
Do not put the sharp part of a pitchfork towards something you don't plan to move.
I
No,
think this
I
should
didn't
be
do
our MO.
anything.
We should poke everyone we come across just to make sure
Yes.
that they're not ethereal.
Next blacksmith we come across, we're getting pitchforks made for all of us.
What? Are you going to bless
Before
them
you
with
talk
the
to
raven?
us, pokey
You're not-
pokey.
Oh no, we stabbed him with a pitchfork and he got mad at us. Now we have to fight literally everyone because we're stabbing everyone with pitchforks. You got to take the test before you talk to us. That's the test. Yeah!
That's our gang's version of like a handshake. You know?
Yeah, we call it the Raven's Claw.
Stab each other.
Oh, the Ravens.
That's how they say hi. Everybody run. The Ravens are coming.
The Ravens are coming and verifying that you exist.
Oh.
Oh, it looks like you're still alive for now.
All
All right, I'm
right.
gonna go ahead and pick that lock.
Okay.
Is there anything else in this room? Like, I'll circle around the room and just see if there's anything else in here. Or is it just basically this?
This
sacrificial
room looks like
altar?
it's been, as you kind of look around, there are what were probably once benches along two of the walls. There are torch holders that line the walls as well. It looks like there's an area where there may have been some kind of like a ventilation, like a dugout for some of the smoke to clear.
Would have been nice with the smelly zombies in here. They had that open up.
Just on a practical level. And that, for the most part, this looks like it was added on to be some kind of ritual chamber. With the current offering du jour presented on the platter. Frederick, I would love it if you would do me the honor of rolling a wisdom save.
These are never good.
5.
Looks good. Jeremy, do you have a Zoom chat open or Discord? What would you prefer?
I can open it.
Which would you
It's
like?
easy. Just send it in the Zoom chat because I can just pop it open.
Okay. I love passing notes at the table.
So, okay, so I did succeed at picking that lock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So, what is she just going to start leaving? Yeah?
She stands up and she actually is about to step off the obelisk and she stops.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you,
Mhm.
and then she looks over at Dagon. If I step off of this, he'll know I've escaped. Someone needs to stand here in my place.
No, I'll just stand here in your place. Here.
No, you should be, you got my bonds out. You should get me out of here. He should, and she points at Dagon. He should stand here until I'm out of the house.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I guess if you want him to, I was willing to do it.
Freddie, what are you talking about, man?
I'm already standing on the thing. She said someone's got to take her place.
But what if there are more locks to pick? You should come with me. He should wait here.
Oh, I mean, he's excellent at picking locks, too.
Oh, he
Actually,
is?
I'm pretty good at it, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Then you stay here.
All right, I'll stay here.
Okay.
Wait, what? Well, no. We're all getting out of this hellhole together.
Maybe we could drag one of the bodies over here. That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yeah, but you know what? I say let the big bad man come. We'll cut him into pieces, too.
I'm down with the
That's
kill the bad
not a-
man.
That's not a bad idea. We're pretty good at killing.
Well, but I'm not. I should get out of here first.
I
Yes,
mean,
show us the way
you want
out.
to just leave by yourself. I mean, that doesn't sound like the best idea, though.
No, you're right. That would be dangerous. Okay. So what if What if you escort me out and one of your friends stays here on the obelisk until we're free of the house, and then you can set an ambush for him here?
I mean, what do you guys think of that one? That doesn't sound bad.
I think that we came down here. We freed you. I don't understand why you're making the rules. I just want to grab her and say we're getting out of here.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, come on. We all came down here. We saved you. We all get out of here.
But-
Big bad man comes by. We're all gone. Lickety split.
He'll know that I left.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, I'll just stay on the obelisk. It's fine.
Nobody's staying in the obelisk. Everybody's leaving together.
But she said someone has to stay or he'll know.
I'm okay with him knowing. Are you okay with him knowing? You don't even know who it is. He
Hey,
may
lady-
already know.
Lady,
He
who
may
are
not
you?
care.
He's making some good points, guys.
He's very powerful. I don't think we want to fight him in his lair.
All the
There's
more
nothing in
reason to
here.
leave. Instead of staying here, can we start shoving? Like, I'm done discussing at this point. I want to grab and pull, and we are leaving. Hicks, we are leaving.
Does this thing that she's on look like it could be moved? Like, could I just like kick this?
No, I
altar
mean it's
over?
an
Marble,
8-foot
yeah.
black granite
Gotcha.
disc.
It's huge.
Yeah, it looks like it was brought in or maybe even magically summoned to be here. She takes a step back as Asteki approaches. She moves back towards Frederick. We don't need to resort to violence. That would be bad. We don't need to hurt each other, right?
I'm not hurting anyone. We're just
Yeah,
going.
we're saving
Give
your
me
ass.
hand.
Well, I'm just trying to ensure that we all get out safely.
As am I.
So it would make sense for the one who was left behind to be sacrificed to get out first. Then you can come back and get your friend, and then he can get out.
Then who's going to stand in his place?
Well, once I'm out safe, then
Yeah.
it would make sense that you'll be able to move out quickly before he gets back.
Or we could all move out quickly together.
I think, and she starts to move back onto the obelisk away from Asteki, and she puts a hand on Frederick, guiding him back with her, so that they're on the far side of it. Why don't you come here a moment? Let's talk about this rationally.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Frederick?
Come, let's talk.
Yeah, I'm going to say I would like to grab Frederick and say, hey, Frederick, that's a little too close. Stranger danger. How about we just slide a little way from this lady?
Okay, but we can't get off if we get off the obelisk, then he'll know we have left. As long as we stay on, I think it'll be fine, right? Someone needs to stay on it. I mean, is it bad that there's two of us on it? Is this bad?
No, I think maybe if we all got on it.
I'm
I mean,
not
right about
okay with this.
I get on that damn thing. Looks like it was someone from the Nine Hells itself.
Yeah.
Well-
I'm pretty much down with doing the exact opposite of whatever you're
Yeah,
requesting right
Freddie,
now.
get down from there.
If I get down from here, she can't leave.
Oh, we're just gonna take her. We're just gonna see what happens.
Well, then you'd have to come up here
I'll
and get
grab
me.
the girl, you grab Frederick, and we're going.
She immediately, as soon as Asteki reaches to grab her, she turns to Frederick and goes, "Defend me, please."
Yeah, I'll just step in the way. Oh,
And
what
then-
are you doing?
What do you do, Asteki?
Oh, what am I doing? I'm getting us out of here.
Frederick has interceded between you two.
Okay. So I'll grab Frederick instead until Dagon grab her.
Yeah, I'm already on this. I got the
I don't-
pitchfork.
I don't think there's very much I could do to resist him physically and try. Like if I was trying to get out of the way personally, but I'm trying to stop him from getting someone else.
Yeah.
But like, all right, well, I'll do nothing because I'll literally just get picked up off my tiny feet and carried. With that opposing strength checks.
Out of
Yeah.
this moment, I'll let you go ahead and roll one more wisdom save.
Okay. No, I
Nope.
don't want to be saved.
Then we need to roll initiative.
All right.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that. She did okay. Let's see here. Asteki got a 15. Dagon comes in at 6. And Frederick at 6. Bing. As you put your hand on Frederick, she takes a step back from both of you and drops the illusion. Her body extends up another 3 or 4 feet, and her bare feet turn to cloven hooves as her skin shifts from the pale white to the bright pink, and her matted black hair cleans itself into a flowing black mane adorned by 2 horns.
You're looking better now.
Her wings pop out slightly behind her, and she growls before she prepares to attack. Frederick gets a save at the start of every one of his turns to decide whether or not he's on Team Succubus or Team Heroes. Asteki, your action.
I would like to cast Protection from Good and Evil, or Evil and Good, on Frederick. And I think that
That's a good move.
should give him benefits that say have a disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target can't be charmed, frightened, possessed, and the target is already frightened, charmed, or possessed. You'll have advantage on saving rolls. So I'm going to give Frederick advantage on saving rolls to see if he gets charmed every turn. So there. Take that, lady.
Good move. She should have charmed your ass.
Then they could just kill me. Like one shot. It's for your own good.
DR3, guys, DR3.
Hey, Steggy, what are you doing?
All right. Good night, Science. Thanks for coming by. That is your action.
Yes.
Is it touch?
Yes.
It is touch. You do need to make a touch attack.
So what does that mean?
D20 plus your or unarmed strike.
Okay, let me see if I can find that.
It should be under actions.
Unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Yep, you're just not going to do any damage with it.
Okay.
Oh,
That will hit.
You're
you
touched.
can't touch me. Oh,
I just grab him in the head, just like, get step out of it. Get your head in the game. Get in the game.
I'm just like, oh. Asteki, no. Asteki, yes. Actually, you're right.
That is awesome. She's up. Let's see. What can she do? She can do all kinds of good, nasty stuffs. But
I mean, she's a succubus. We would hope she could do all kinds of good, nasty
she
stuff.
is. However,
That's what I paid for.
she's going to settle for something very simple. She's just going to backhand the paladin.
I mean,
Nice.
it's a little personal. I don't blame her. Hey, that's my thrall. You can't just take my thrall.
For 3, I need you to roll me a Constitution save, please.
I'm really good at those.
Right?
I was born to roll con saves.
What kind of
Yes!
inspired the con save?
Let's see.
That's good enough. You managed to maintain your concentration.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, I didn't know you had to have concentration for that.
Yeah, protection from good versus evil is a concentration spell.
Okay, well, I'm focused.
Yep, you have to maintain that. If you want to cast another spell that involves concentration, you have to drop the one you're concentrating on.
Oh, okay, so you can't bless and have this up. Interesting. Important safety tip.
Right. And bless is a concentration-based spell, so
Yeah.
you can bless everybody at the start of a fight, but you have to, in order to maintain it, you have to keep your concentration up. Dagon's up, by the way.
All right, that's
What
it.
the
You're messing
bears-
with my boy.
Okay. So you may or may not be.
Is a pitchfork a two-handed weapon?
It can be.
Can I use it as a one-handed weapon and dual wield a sword?
Unfortunately, we don't know how much
Throw it.
If the sword is light, yes.
the vodka sauce. If it's
Well, I have the dual wielder feat, so I can dual wield heavy weapons as
Oh,
long as
well
they're
then.
one-handed.
There you go.
All right, great. Yeah, I
Sure.
I am going to stab this bitch with a pitchfork.
Hey, personal space. And I just stopped you from stabbing someone with a pitchfork. You're going to do it again? I mean, come on. I still haven't been knocked out of my charm. I got shaken.
I like the idea of the DM just leaving random weapons and stuff around for us to pick up and use on the next people that we meet.
I had not intended that. You
If
know,
that's what we want, yeah.
For the
14
By the
hit
way-
with a pitchfork.
You gotta be careful when you describe the surroundings.
yeah.
Yeah, because we keep picking up everything he's leaving us.
And
Oh, a
there's
spiky shield? I'll take a spiky shield too.
yeah,
That
there's
sounds like
broken
fun.
glass on the floor. We're picking
Oh,
that
let's
up.
scoop up
But
the
you're cutting your
broken
hands.
glass.
Yeah, but we're picking it up.
I'm going to use my leather armor that I'm not wearing anymore, and I'm going to scoop up the broken glass. What are you going to do with that?
Okay, the
I
long
glue the
swords.
broken glass to my long swords.
What? No. Longsword is a hit.
Oh, that's the pitchfork. I just used
Well, that's
that 'cause
pitchfork.
it would be the same roll. Yeah.
Okay.
So what damage die do I roll for a pitchfork?
That's a good question. Should have been looking that up. Pitchfork. I think it would be a spear.
I figured
Yeah, that's
too.
kind of what I was thinking, like a D6.
Let's see. Spears. Equipment. Spear is D6.
All right, I'm just going to use the hand axe damage because that'll be the same, plus my strength.
That'll work. That'll work.
And then I am also going to, just for good measure here, I want to do a push attack with it.
Okay.
I want to push her off the altar if I can.
Pretty unlikely, I think.
So that would be a strength 13 DC save throw for her. And then I'll roll my extra D8.
No. Wow. Yeah, she held her own against that.
Oh, you should have fallen. I'm going to hit her with the longsword now.
That'll take its toll on her. All right. Frederick.
Ooh. I didn't even need the second roll.
You
but
didn't
hey,
need
I'm
the second
gonna
roll.
do it anyway.
Second roll as you shake off the effect of the charm.
Like, guys, you really shouldn't be. Oh, man. That's real stupid.
Your act is stupid too. Now let's finish this bitch off.
I moved my mark to the succubus.
You probably do want to just
The shooter with the longbow.
there is cream in it, so
I feel like I'm all talk about this not hurting people thing. It's like, oh no, let me just obliterate this little girl we were trying to save. I mean, you're right. She didn't turn out to be a succubus, but still.
so there may be some vomiting, there may be some diarrhea.
A total of 16.
Okay. Damage has been dealt. As you continue to fight, bits of blood are dripping from her injuries, and the top of the disc begins to glow with a sickly green color.
It's probably not good. I want to use my
This is
movement
just
to
normal.
get off of it. I don't want
Everything's
to,
fine.
if that's okay.
What you're going to be watching for in that case.
As she looks down and she sees that green glow coming up from beneath her, she pushes with her wings once so that her hooves come off, and she grins. The house needs to be fed. One of you is going to maintain this.
Weakness,
Asteki, it's your action.
depression, and
Oh, she's getting smitten. Gonna smite her right in her face. I do it twice, but I only can do it once.
Wait, I thought Jeremy was the one that was smitten.
Oh,
I was.
touche.
I was.
And that does not connect.
You want to use the reroll?
I want to use the reroll.
do it. Let's
Yes.
smite her.
What happens if Asteki dies in the prequel? That's a good question.
Raven magic. It's not your time yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you could always go
We're
with the
done when we
classic.
say
Oh,
we're
you
done.
all wake up. It was just a dream.
How are we dreaming about ghost children again?
All right. So
I
did
thought
that
we talked
connect?
about this in therapy.
That'll connect, yes.
Oh, okay. So it was one of these. And do I get 2 or 3 on the dice? Is this undead? Succubus
I think
undead?
a
She is
fiend.
not undead. She's a fiend.
I think
So
you
that's
get
a
But she is
no.
a fiend.
Okay, so is that 3 or 2?
what does it say on it? 'Cause it
I
might
don't
be
know.
I
against
have
to
it
check.
as well.
Child
I think
of
it
Oh,
might
you're
actually
gonna
be
make me
undead
read.
and fiends.
I'm looking. It is, which ability is it? Divine Smite. There it is.
Yep.
Radiant damage against undead or fiends. Yes, she counts.
Okay. Good. An extra
She's
die
important.
just for
She
you.
counts.
I wish I'd been paying closer attention to that. Oh,
Nuclear option is a go.
Ouch. 15, 24.
Dang, man, you're making me look bad.
Okay, her action. She's going to use a move action to disengage,
We'll follow up with you in a few days.
and she cocks another grin. Which, if you hope to get out of here, you would better hope that nothing, not even me, feeds the house. For that's what's keeping you. And as long as something is sacrificed on this altar, the house will continue to feed. I'd rather it be one of you, of course. And
Okay, wait. So the house must feed, or the house shouldn't feed? Which one is it?
well, if the house is fed, it will continue.
But if it's okay, but you said it must be fed also.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, it must, in order to maintain itself.
Or you would die. Okay, I understand that. Sorry.
And one of you will die for it now. She looks at Azteki. You and I should flee together.
No.
Well, why don't you give me a will save and see how, or wisdom save and see how that goes?
Gonna go with no. Let me see if I can find the wisdom button.
Because you're the one that just hit her the hardest. If she can get you on Team Succubus, she is not getting you on Team Succubus.
Don't like her. Not even a little bit.
Dang.
She'll poke you with the thing at the start.
She's
All I would have done was got us into combat earlier, and maybe should have been.
Oh, Eric, you're harsh.
Ouch.
Azteki,
Oh no.
you need to re-roll that.
Okay.
You're tempted.
I don't think so. I am wrong.
Oh,
Oh, Eric coming in on Team Succubus.
So now what? I was feeling so good a second ago. Way to not. That's not chill. Don't like that vibe at all.
It's you're liking the idea of killing one of these other guys so you can escape with the succubus. You know, she really doesn't deserve this. She's as much a prisoner as you are.
prisoner
Maybe.
of fate.
Dagon, it's your action.
I'm gonna say you obviously don't know who you're talking to. This here, he's the champion of Ravenkind. There's no way he's siding with a demon like you. And then I will. When she said someone has to be sacrificed, she said on the altar, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and where is she at now? She's like flying.
She's hovering about 8 feet off of it, like or away from it. So she's up still, but she's not above it anymore.
All right, so this is what I want to do. I want to drop the pitchfork and my sword, jump up on the altar, leap up at her, and essentially try to just like punch her and grapple her.
Okay. Hey, Azteki.
Mhm.
Someone's attacking your best friend. What would you like to do?
Nothing. I will intercede.
Then I have what disadvantage on the attack, right?
Right. as Asteki moves to block you. I'm not sure it's going to make a big difference. Salt. That's awesome.
No, that worked.
Oh, disadvantage. Hey, Asteki, you're like, still 100% on intersection for the defense.
Nice.
I can't think of any time you've interceded and it hasn't worked.
When he didn't need to intercede and he got glooped.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That was because he succeeded at defending against something he didn't need to.
That's true.
I don't even know if that counts.
Okay, do you have another action coming, Dagon, or is that it?
Well, so I can't grapple with my bonus action unless I hit with the Brawler Strike.
Right.
But I guess I could try to punch her again, right?
Just on principle?
Yeah, I mean, right? She's slippery, so I just,
Just
You got
deck
that
her.
give her an
other arm
elbow on the way
up.
down.
Yeah. Hmm.
That'll hit. And for the record, Eric did throw another 100 bits into the Book of Fate to make up for the reroll that he forced on you guys.
You're dead to us, Eric.
The people's elbow. All right, Frederick, you're up. She's not looking real good.
Arrows.
An arrow?
Arrows, yeah. I don't have much else to do here.
Okay.
I also want to
Maybe
say
we
real
could-
quick, as Dagon lands, I looked at Azteki and I go, "Really, bro? Really?"
He hit you in the stomach with the shield. You're like, what the?
But she smells so nice.
That was gonna be a wicked flying pile driver, man. Like, come on.
So I'm gonna tie it. Well, no, the rope is still over there. Never mind. I can't really do much. I'm just gonna shoot her with the bow.
Okay.
That was terrible. That was a lot of dice to not do much.
That's your action?
That's my action. I mean, I guess I kind of want to get off the altar, but
This is going to get interesting. Okay. So, she's going to land right next to Azteki on the altar. And she throws her arms around you. And
Isn't it Azteki
thanks
walking?
you. What's up?
I'm sorry. I thought it was Azteki's turn. I'm just.
Oh, it is. She's going to ask you just to wait but a moment for her.
I guess I'm waiting.
She is so...
Doesn't he get his save though?
He
At
does.
the beginning of the turn.
Yep, make your... wait. No, because she hasn't asked him to do anything to hurt himself yet.
Okay.
Although, to be fair...
She did make him intercede
She did.
against one of his friends.
All right. I'll give it to you. No, I
So am I
won't.
rolling something?
You're not.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
you are. You need to give me a con save.
Con save it is.
He didn't suffer any harm, and he didn't receive a suicidal command. So he's going to hold his action for her, and she's going to give him a kiss.
Oh, that's nice.
It's not nice.
Oh, roll again. I think
Wow, I thought you were
Was
Team
that
Succubus.
good? You want me to roll the con again?
he wants you to roll the con again.
Oh, okay.
Eric, I think Eric feels a little guilty.
Oh, okay. I don't feel guilty. I'm fine with what's going on. Apparently, I'm blissfully unaware.
He wants to get his succubus kiss.
He wants a succubus kiss. He's getting the succubus kiss. And you feel this amazing rapture.
Nice.
and you pass out.
Not nice. Well, maybe. Sometimes it's nice to pass out.
It depends on why. I mean, yeah, it was the best thing ever.
Oops. So do that.
That
and
was
then
a
she
Rick
just
and Morty
dies.
line.
Oh,
Where
that's
it's
the wrong.
like, what, you killed him? Why didn't you just knock him out? And it's like, everyone wants to be knocked out. Nobody wants to die. That's the point of the turret.
She drops the Azteki's body onto the altar, and
Oh
then
no.
takes a step back.
Guys, don't let me get sacrificed.
And the altar now is this solid, sickly green. And you can see green tendrils of energy starting to flesh out and around as they start to grab into Azteki and pull him down into the black.
No.
Dagon, what's your action?
Help
Thank
me,
you for that,
Steve.
Eric.
Where's Steve
I mean,
at?
he just cold cocked me with his shield. I don't know if I really want to help this guy. No.
I appreciate that. You guys have a lot of pages in the Book of Fate now.
See what happens when you put me in danger and imminent death?
He just died.
People are just
That's
like,
what happens.
Azteki in trouble?
Make it rain.
I think he feels bad because it's literally because of his direct intervention that you are going to die.
Yeah.
Like, we might as well just let. What happens if we just let the audience kill a player? What happens?
Dagon,
Yes.
what's Dagon doing?
I am going to just like dive at Azteki and try to just shoulder him and me like off the altar.
Okay.
Thank you for contacting Whisker Ducks.
I don't know what you want me to roll for that.
Strength check.
And are you calling with a health or behavioral concern about your pet today? Alright. And have you called us before? Okay, let me just check our system and see if you're already in. If not,
Good enough.
we can gather a little bit.
It is going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
What's your last name, please?
That's fine.
I kind
Yeah,
of I
I
figured
will
you'd be
leap
cool
at
with
him
that.
and I'll say, "I didn't let you go that easy, bird boy."
What is it?
Dagon does not take a ton of damage. He takes 5.
Okay, thank you. And what is your first name?
And you successfully drag Azteki off of the platform, and the tendrils are following him. And you're now locked in a tug of war with them as they're trying to pull him back up and into wherever this is. Frederick is up.
I'm going to go ahead and use Snipe, and I'm going to try to drop the succubus while she's standing on there, because if I do, maybe it'll take her first, because she's already on there.
But I
Yeah,
thought
but
that was
she
a
said if
bad
anybody
idea.
dies on the altar, then the house remains like stuck shut.
Yeah, but then it's not trying to eat him anymore.
You know what? I like this plan.
Yeah, I'm like, as much as it's like, yeah, not the greatest, but I don't want to lose the paladin to some freaking cube of tendrils. I'm sorry, circle of tendrils. I'm going to use one of those many rerolls we got, because that is not good enough.
That is not good enough.
Oh my gosh. I'll use another.
And was that EPAF as in Frank?
He was meant to be sucked into the depths.
Nope. That'll hit her.
Oh, fate. Well, we're using the fate that was gifted to us to save him.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious, Dice? Are you serious right now?
Oh, Stormy.
All right, so that's 18.
Seriously?
Because the snake gives me plus 10.
Dog or a cat?
Like,
So it's 8
seriously.
damage. Yeah.
Okay, check the jam board for a second. I'm going to put this up on the jam board. Because you got to see this.
And is she spayed?
Let's see. Where is the jam board?
Are you talking about the cute succubus girl, or?
Yeah, look next to that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hang on, I'll throw it up here on the stream.
Perfect.
That's I'm like, wow.
The fates have decided.
All right, so I'll go ahead and apply the damage. She is defeated. The arrow hits her and just square in the center of the chest and she flies back against the far wall of the altar room. The tendrils are still pulling at Asteki, sensing a soul to be captured and to maintain the house. Dagon, I'm going to need a strength check.
I got you, bro.
Don't let go.
Would this just be a straight strength check or
Yeah.
a strength saving throw?
Roll a strength check.
Sure.
I believe that makes sense for a tug of war with ethereal beings.
Don't let go, Jack. I'll never let go.
I'm getting stronger.
Good enough. You pull them away, and now there's just a writhing mass of green, sickly tendrils looking for something. And as every moment passes, they start to lose some of their light.
Okay.
I will
Oh,
spit on it.
Okay.
As they get darker and darker, and they begin to shrink, you begin to feel the earth underneath you shake. And some of the ceiling is beginning to cave in.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds
Shit.
on Asteki so we don't have to drag him out of here.
Okay?
So since she chewed it up well.
Or sorry, it's just Cure Wounds in this universe.
That the pieces will pass.
I'm just going to tap him on the back real hard, clap him and be like, let's get up, boy, let's go.
Plastic.
Rise and shine, it's time for coffee and leaving.
I'm
Was it
down
a
with the whole
health
leaving
thing?
plan.
Did that kiss drop him to 0, or does he still have health? It's something else.
He's up.
Okay. Whew.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was snipe, right? That gives you the bonus 10 damage.
All right.
Yeah, it's either sniper or something. It's not my character sheet. Give me a second.
It's
Kill the succubus move.
It is the kill the succubus move.
sharpshooter?
Sharpshooter, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
It's probably not
Yeah,
gonna.
-5 to hit.
No,
plus
that's
10 for
not it.
damage.
So what you probably want to do.
Oh, that's
What
you
you
took
mean?
the feat sharpshooter. There we go.
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Feed her her normal amount of food,
Oh, there it is. Okay.
but feed it in small.
It's probably because it's the last thing I took.
That'll help keep her digestive tract active.
Ah, there are times
Or I
that-
could ignore cover.
A meal and then rest, and then a meal
Or
and then rest. That
everything but full cover.
Yeah, that's right. If the attack hits, so
Oh my
it's
god,
negative.
yeah, it's so hot.
That's a serious when he gets a lot of advantage. That's a really great feat to use. It's nice. All right, so you pick him up, and what's your plan for getting out now that the building is caving in on you?
Let's go up the dumbwaiter. I mean, what else? Did the path open up?
You could try to clear it, or you
You have a
could
pitchfork.
go the long way. What's your call?
I mean, the dumbwaiter's already has the rope on it. It's not
All right.
out.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
need.
it'd probably take longer to clear the debris and stuff than it would
Right.
just climb out.
All right, I need some dexterity saves as you start to climb your way up the dumbwaiter as the building shakes and begins to collapse.
Okay.
Whoa, jeez. And no problem. You scramble up the dumbwaiter as Frederick climbs out. You watch as just the ceiling above and the walls of it cave in completely, and the house just
Then grab
begins
my rope. No,
begins to
my rope.
begins to collapse towards you as the attic above is starting to fall in, and you can see just debris coming down. I'm going to need another dex save as you start to charge down the hallway towards the staircase.
Are we going out that way? Why can't we go up the? Oh no, we have to go down the staircase to
You have to
get
get-
to a window.
Down, yeah.
Got you.
Can I
Whoops.
reroll?
Yes, you can.
Because I tripped bad.
You tripped bad.
I did too. I got a 4.
Let's see if we got enough points to get out of here.
Right? We've already used.
I feel like we're on the final battle in the arcade, and we're just like shoving quarters in. I can just get
Yeah.
through.
Okay, Asteki recovers. How's Dagon doing his recovery?
Do we have the reroll for it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have.
You have a
This will
lot.
be 4. We have like 8 left.
Yeah.
That's another 4.
Shove those quarters.
Hold on. Let me roll some dice.
If you ever find my mother, tell her I love her.
You
I'm
mean,
gonna tell
yeah,
your
no
mom
kidding.
that she's rude.
Does someone want to
Ben,
grab
he's
him
a wonderful man.
as
Yeah, I'm gonna
he
grab his
trips?
ass.
Okay, give me a strength check,
Oh, you gotta pay attention to me. I'm not being watched, so I'm gonna do something.
and we'll see what happens. As you reach back as the debris just starts to cave in, Dagon's going to take. Actually, let me do this. He's going to
I'm
take
not strong enough.
4 damage, and he's beginning to disappear down into the lower floors.
Becky, help me. I can't. I'm not strong enough.
Okay. So what am I rolling?
Strength.
Strength?
Mm-hmm.
Strength it is. Don't worry, I got my strong hand.
Yeah. Like I go to pull up and I start falling in too, and you're just like, get over here, guys. Stop fooling around. Holy crap. Let's get out of here. We need
Dang
a
it, it's
pitchfork.
my strong hand.
Yeah, he sort of throws his shield down the hallway towards the stairs, grabs each of you with one hand, pulls you up out of the cave, falling in floor, turns, takes a few steps, scoops his shield up, and starts down the stairs. The door is there.
I real quick just want to yell at the door that had those children spirits in it. I'm going to say, no food for you.
Can I surf my shield towards the door, like down the
I
stairs?
probably would, but I mean, it's totally up to you.
Oh, you have to.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. As you come down the stairs, the door is open. But it is now jagged with these massive wooden teeth that are starting to close and clamp as you approach it. I'm going to need a dex save to get out the door without getting bit.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Me and fours. What the hell?
Are we all getting bit?
Well, as Frederick skates through.
Oh, okay.
It's because I'm small. He's just like trying to get me, and I'm just like,
I don't think it's going to be enough to drop either of you.
Yeah, Frederick's just like, peace, motherfuckers.
Oh. As Taki ends up on the wrong side of the door, as he tries to skate through, and the door just noms on him, and you watch as he's being tossed around against the spikes, and he loses consciousness.
Again.
Again.
The theme of the night.
all right, let's try to drag him out.
Like,
Yeah.
Tony
No.
Hawk didn't have teeth doors in his, jam
Right?
session.
You do your kickflip on your shield, and you just get caught. Yeah.
Tell you what, though, that's going to be in the next Tony Hawk game.
Doors with teeth.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I mean, I got bit too, but I'll try to roll through. Yeah, I was gonna say, and then I'm just gonna Freddie and I will both just grab them.
I got a 22 on strength. I'm gonna tear some of those teeth off as I'm pulling them out.
Better than tearing off my arms.
Frederick pulls him through.
Adrenaline surge.
Yeah, adrenaline surge style. As the porch begins to just sink down into the cellar below, and you all take a kind of like a stumbling backwards. Where the manor once stood is nothing but a crater of rotted wood, broken glass, and the stench of decay.
Gonna use my last heal to get Sticky back up.
Appreciated.
Fair enough.
Let's go back and
Good
find
thing this is a
tomorrow.
one shot.
Uh-oh, I just realized I didn't pick up that pitchfork in my sword that I dropped.
I can get you another sword.
I just broke the timeline.
We use basic equipment. It doesn't hurt anything to get another sword.
Yeah, but I really like that one.
I'm sorry. You want to go into the rubble and get it?
That was Frederick Jr.
Oh, it
Go
was named
dig.
after me. Then we have to go.
I don't think that's wise. I think you want to get as far away from this place as you can.
Yeah, I'll find another pitchfork.
And thus you have managed to escape the house. And no more will it be able to gather other victims to be sacrificed.
How did he get a succubus?
Hmm?
How did he get a succubus?
Oh, she's been running the show.
Oh, she's okay. She's running the show.
Yeah, it's her house.
this. It's a pretty sucky house, if you ask me.
Really? Really? I think we broke Asteki with that.
Oh man.
I was trying to come up with something fun for the end. The succubus came to me about 5:45.
I like it. It was a fun adventure. Let's go home. I got my data succubus merit badge. Let's go back.
Another thing, succubi, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of really neat stuff they can do, and that draining kiss is really nasty. It's 5d10 plus 5 psychic damage.
Oh, that would have dropped any of us from full health. Dang, like I wouldn't.
Yeah, and I actually didn't read all of it. I saw must make a save. It's half damage on a success, but the twist is it has to be either a creature that's charmed or willing.
Okay.
So that's the twist. So you get the wisdom save to avoid getting charmed.
And then okay, I see.
Yeah, and at that point you're pretty much on their next action. You're toast. Not that it mattered, because for all the life she got out of Asteki, you took it all out in one shot the next time your action was up.
My portable ballista strikes again.
And I felt bad because you guys were like trash talking the kids, and it's like the kids weren't actually ever in the house.
Yeah, I'm assuming that those spirits
They were
were
all
just
part of the
manifestations of
succubus.
the
The ones outside were actually illusions that the succubus summoned to lure you in. The ones in the house were the actual ghosts.
So what was up with the librarian?
I just wanted to have a combat encounter in the library.
Oh, that's fun.
So I threw a poltergeist in there. And then about 6:45, she became a tutor/librarian.
Very Ghostbusterish.
I figured. And then you were all like, oh, let's talk to it and get to know it. I'm like, no, this is a combat encounter. Just kill it.
No, let's just rearrange books.
All we
got
do
nothing else
is
to
talk
do.
and help everything we run into. No matter how many bad situations we get ourselves in.
right.
We're like, let's help
Are we
this
gonna
one.
just
Let's
give
help
in to
this
the
one.
PTSD and just
Or
not
just
trust
do the
anybody?
dark side? Are we just gonna start killing every? Like, yeah. Are we actually gonna start getting our pitchforks sharpened and be like, hey, are you alive? Oh, well, you're not anymore. Not a problem for us.
How did you know it was a vampire? Because when we staked it through the heart, it died.
Exactly.
That's it. We're gonna dump you. We're gonna chain you up and dump you into this vat of water. And if you drown, you're not a witch.
Right? Yeah, exactly. This is how we decide things.
We're gonna
We'll
go all
just become the Raven
Inquisition.
Inquisition. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Please help me. Yes, we're gonna help you. I smite
But
her.
first we need to do a couple tests.
It'd be cool if we had a cleric in the group, because then we really could just murder people, and then we're like, oh, we were wrong. Just resurrect them.
Resurrection. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. We had to make sure.
We need to get me I always joke I want a heavy crossbow of resurrection, but for me it would definitely be like a longbow of resurrection.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I accidentally killed somebody. Let me just get my other bow out.
That was like when Jenny my wife was playing a medic in our, it was a 4th edition D&D set in Fallout.
Ooh.
And she wanted to tinker together a healing potion gun. No, you cannot shoot people with healing potions.
You can in TF2.
The artificer can.
You got the medic in Team Fortress 2.
You just shoot near them.
Yeah. Well, and it's one thing I liked about 4th is I liked that every power at every level had some kind of an interesting name. And she actually had one that she could take that was it was a 1-round taunt just to make a passage so she could get to someone and take care of them. And the power was called I Think I Pissed It Off.
I like it.
I'm like, okay, that works. But yeah, so
Yeah, I mean, I could put syringes with healing potions on an arrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Just stick a syringe of morphine on the end, and boom, there you go. You're good for another hour.
you know how you know when you're getting old? when you reference a MASH episode to your doctor and they don't get it because they haven't watched MASH.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh. I mean, technically was the technician, and she probably is in her 20s, so like I shouldn't hold it too much against her.
I've never seen MASH, so.
There's an amazing episode about the placebo effect that is like must-see TV if you're doing anything in medicine, I think. Because the premise is they've got a whole bunch of guys come in wounded, as they always do in an episode, and then they realize they don't have any morphine. And so they start figuring out what to do, and they come to the conclusion they're just going to give everybody saline. And they're going to tell everybody it's morphine. And they're just going to bank on the placebo effect getting them through the night. And there's...
Did they have any more morphine?
They got a shipment the next morning.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, the Korean War, it's a military hospital out in the field. So,
okay.
I mean, this was not uncommon, but just the conversation of the characters, which was a sitcom, so they're all tongue-in-cheek, but the conversation of, like, can we do this? Can we lie to these guys? And knowing that it might work for some of them, and then the agreement they'll never do it again because that's unethical. But it's just it's a great bit of television that I think every doctor should have to watch it.
I mean, I think it would be more wise to just say, hey, we have a shipment coming in tomorrow. You just have to make it through one night.
There's a cool study about using VR for people during surgery to reduce pain.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm. It's you sensory. You're just using, seeing something else than what you're feeling. It's why you get motion sickness when you play VR too.
Yeah. My dad bumps into that problem with the motion rides. So I'm pretty sure VR would waste him, but those like the Star Tours thing, he can't do those.
Yeah, my dad actually, we did the Avatar ride when we went to Disney World the last time. Yeah, the ride is amazing.
Yeah.
But my dad, he got like sick from it.
Oh no.
But is he pretty okay with the VR? Because if you get him contractors, man, people with motion sickness, that takes a while to get used to.
He seems fine in VR. The only thing in the VR that gets to him is he's afraid of heights. So any game where you're backed up to like a ledge or something, like he gets all freaked out. Like he has to like look away from it.
There's a whole game called Plank Simulator that's about walking out on a plank over different.
Yeah, I have that one.
And I was like, man, but it really does make you feel like you're gonna fall. You get that pit in your stomach and everything.
Yep.
Like,
Oh, for sure.
Space Mission 1 at Disney World. I haven't been down there in so long. I don't even remember what half the rides they have are now.
I never did that. That's the one where you spin, I think, and you're like 60 miles an hour. It's supposed to like simulate liftoff, and then people like end up having like issues and they have to stop the ride.
Lots of simulated G's. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
that would give issues to me as well.
Yeah, it's like the type of ride where they're like, if you have heart problems, don't get on this ride.
Yep. The best part about getting old is thinking, do I need a doctor's note before I go to Disney?
You put the kids on it. Live through them.
You know, and it
I don't
says
think
so.
you need a doctor's note. That sounds random.
Well, back in the 70s, they had the Mission to Mars ride, where you had this big like monitor in the middle of the room you were all looking at, and it was all audio. And people walked out like, man, it felt like we were on Mars. It was so cool. And that's all it was audio and visual. They didn't have any motion built into it. We're not cool with that apparently anymore.
I'm spoiled. I get to play my little VR games and, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to move some of those into the bank. You had 800 left over, so I'll put some into the bank as stored for next week.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, nowadays we can just watch the helicopter footage on Mars.
I know, it's awesome, isn't it? I went to a dance. I was on a double date with a woman when she was in high school who's like the head of the team that landed the current Mars rover. I saw the video of her giving an interview with somebody, and I went, oh my gosh, I was on a double date with her for a Sadie Hawkins dance. And then I thought, yeah, and running a division of NASA is about right for her. So, yeah, we've done some pretty crazy stuff. I'm glad you guys had a good time tonight. I was a little bit worried, kind of throwing this together.
No, that was fun.
Yeah, no, I liked it a lot.
It's
Still extremely leery of saving anyone ever again. But I mean, that has been our experience the whole time. But we had the one kid in the beginning that we managed to save from the prologue. That was it. Everyone else has been.
Yeah, and now that poor bastard has to live in that shit town and can never see the light of day.
Yeah, he's probably going to be the first one they sacrifice.
Yeah, once that starts up again.
Yeah, sacrifice
even
the
from
outsider.
Yeah, hey,
okay.
who's
Now,
the newest of the town? Oh, it's this kid.
Okay, now wait, back it up. The ranger girl you helped her, and she didn't turn on you.
Which one was the ranger?
In the first town, the woman with the girl with the shock white hair. She
That
stayed
is
by your
true.
side the whole time.
She turned on us and ratted us out. No, she didn't attack us or anything. But
Yeah,
she
that's
did
right.
turn
She
on us.
did rat us out. Yeah, no, everybody's against
That
us.
could have potentially been fatal. It wasn't.
But it
could've-
wasn't. Let's see. The wizard, the enchanter, never turned on you, nor did his apprentice.
He's honestly, I was like, when we were going to do a one shot that was in the past, I wanted to go see him. And that is the level of like, wow, we had one person that didn't turn on us, and like, I like him and I want to go see him again, even though he's in a town that hates us and probably wants to kill us. That has been the level of experience we've had in this.
Okay,
world.
let's see. You've helped. Well, let's see. The necromancer did turn on you, but now you're carrying
Multiple
around her
times.
unconscious body because you feel
Yeah.
bad. She
As
might.
one does.
So what we're saying is we should just dump her at this point.
Yep.
And she's going to turn on us again anyway.
It's quite possible. No, she's on your side.
While she's unconscious.
Well, there we go. So we need to make everybody unconscious, and then we can befriend them.
I'm really bad at that, though. I make everyone dead.
we need a stick of unconscious that we just beat people with.
Yeah, they just called it a club. We can access those at any time.
That's tonight. Cool. Okay, I was just kind of looking to see where to send everybody now that we're winding down. But you know what? One of my favorite streams to hang out on is the Raven Armed, and he had an announcement last Thursday. He made partner.
Oh, that's great news.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's not a small deal. And he is having the celebratory stream tonight.
Nice.
So I
Cool.
think as we wrap up here, we should go because he's going to be going bat crap crazy even for him.
Mhm.
And he already kind of runs a little on the crazy side, so he's going to be doing all kinds of wacky stuff. So I think I'm going to wind down the stream side of things here. Hopefully, Neb's going to be feeling better next week, and we'll all be back here for the continuing adventures in Storm's End. If not, it sounds like we're playing Diablo.
I'm fine with
I'm
either.
down with
I'm
that.
totally buying that right now.
Yeah, I'm
But
going to.
hoping that Neb can get back to streaming.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait for her, and then for me coming up this week, Monday night, we're doing another mystery, and I've got hopefully another new detective is going to join us. I have to wait to hear back from her. Tuesday is happy hour, and we have a suggestion to talk about what it's like to co-DM with people, and I have opinions.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
As you probably should.
As I should. I don't know if I have an hour worth of opinions, so it might have to get filed in our email segment. But we'll definitely that'll definitely come up. And then Wednesday we're back to Candlekeep. So it's a kind of a crazy week. And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna play on my weekend streams now that I finished the Arkham Horror game. I thought it would be more. It's only about 10 hours. So
Was that the first person shooter one?
no, it's based on the board game.
Oh, I love the board game.
The board
Yeah, it was one of the only board games that I'd ever played Arkham Horror.
do you have
That's what got me into the things.
do you have Tabletop Simulator?
I do.
We are going to talk later. We might have
Okay.
a plan for Friday night.
Got you.
All right. I'll have to do a test stream and see if my computer can handle streaming tabletop sim and Zoom at the same time. All right, I'm going to start hanging you guys over to hang out at the celebration. So when you get over there, tell him I said, hey, he'll take great care of you. He's going to be having a great night. Everybody else, thanks for coming by tonight. It was a lot of fun. It was good to have you here. A big shout out to Eric, who was our top cheerer, who added the most drama to the evening.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, and he's a great content creator too. He has a lot of fun and puts up a lot of really good stuff over there. So you can check him out too. All right. Anything else anybody wants to close with this evening?
Thanks everyone for coming out. Had a blast as always.
Also, never trust anybody.
If anyone who needs your help is probably going to try to kill you.
Yeah, if you see kids on the street, run.
Punch them in the face.
And I felt so bad when you're like, those kids are doing shows. Like, the kids starved to death in their room because their parents were cultists.
The kids aren't even real.
The kids didn't deserve anything. All right, anyway, we'll see everybody next time. Take care and please stay safe.